Sports Medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Well, folks, as you know, the national anthem means a lot of things. It means pride in our country, pride in the men and women who serve in our armed forces. But on a night like tonight, it also means that we are ready for high school football here on Summit City Sports. High school football here in Allen County as the Carroll Chargers host the Homestead Spartans. Carroll comes in at 4-2 on the season. They are right now 4th in the SAC standings. Homestead is 6-0. They are, of course, first in the SAC standings, and they have won the biggest games on their schedule against both Bishop Dwenger and Snyder. They look to add another big game to their schedule tonight. I'm Thad Goff alongside Tim Atkinson, bringing you the broadcast here on SummitCitySports.com, also streaming over both YouTube and Facebook. And Tim, we mentioned Homestead beating their best competition so far. This is another chance, of course, for Carroll to win a big game. They have beaten Northrop. That was their biggest win of the season so far. Started it off with a win over Bishop Luers, which looked like a really, really good win at the time. But losses to Bishop Dwenger and Snyder, they've got a chance to win probably their biggest game of the season.
Yeah, there's no question about it. It's all right here in front of them this evening. I mean, you lay it out on the field here against your rival in front of this packed stadium. It's going to be an electric atmosphere, and it's all right here in front of them, both for Homestead and for Carroll. But Homestead could really set themselves apart and take another step towards an SAC crown, their first since joining the conference.
That's right. Both of these teams joined the SAC in 2015, but the rivalry goes back before then. Homestead and Carroll were both part of the Northeast Hoosier Conference, as some of the fans come out with the cheerleaders. Obviously, you're going to find people with spray paint at these high school games, as usual. But either way, one of the big matchups, if you want to call it that, to watch out for is the two quarterbacks. Jeff Becker, the second leading passer in the SAC. Luke Goody, the leading passer in the SAC. And just by that stat, you get the sense that this could very well be a game with a lot of aerial attacks.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's two completely different style quarterbacks, and the sophomore in Jeffrey Becker, and of course the junior in Luke Goody. Luke Goody, a definite high-level potential D1 quarterback. Of course, if you're from Fort Wayne or you haven't been living under a rock in the Midwest for the past couple of years, an outstanding basketball player as well. And then on the other side, Goody, who is a pocket passer, will hold the ball to the last very second and pin down his wide receivers. He surveys the whole field. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Indiana, no question, as a junior. Then on the other side for Carroll, Jeffrey Becker, the sophomore, he's just a flat-out athlete. But don't get it twisted. He can absolutely throw the rock as well. And right there in the top 3-4 quarterbacks here in the city as a sophomore, which is an absolutely huge statement.
There's a lot we can talk about with this matchup, which we will do in just a moment. But first, let's get in a word from some of our sponsors that allow us to come do these high school games here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. You can also like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Ackee Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Ackee Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck, and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete as well. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican restaurant has been serving food consistently since 1973. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. That's elaztecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on them to provide you with a system and solution that fit your unique needs. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. Again, that's ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Well, some of the other points worth discussing in this game, of course, are the playmakers, particularly on the offensive side, although the defense will get plenty of mention tonight. But on the offensive side, you think about Carroll, they had a lot of key players graduate from last year. You think about guys like Cam Childers, you think about Gavin Vogt, you think about Rhett Saylor, the leading rusher. They have filled those roles very well. Evan Harris right now he's the second leading rusher behind Jeff Becker, but he's having a very good season in his own right. And a couple of guys in the receiving corps, Mason Englert and Leighton Mitchell, have carried the load at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, Leighton Mitchell is an outstanding wide receiver, and Jeffrey Becker loves to look at his way. He's got 474 yards on the year. He's a tremendous wide receiver, and my first chance of seeing both these clubs here live, so I'm super excited to see this offensive firepower on both sides. But you mentioned the defenses are tremendous as well. But yeah, the Jeffrey Becker, Mitchell, Harris, Bransfield, they're a solid team, and that's why they've been close in all of their losses. That they have been right there in every game and could be undefeated if a couple of plays went their way.
And they had the blocked extra point that would have tied the game against Snyder, and also the that 19-play drive that Dwenger put together. A credit to them to help seal the deal, if you will, although Carroll did get one more possession, but Dwenger inked the victory there in large part due to that 19-play drive. Now for Homestead, they've got plenty of great playmakers on the offensive side as well. Braden Hardwick is the SAC's leading rusher, and you also think about wide receivers like Griffin Little, Jake Archbold being productive. Jared Kistler, he's averaging over 19 yards per catch, if I'm not mistaken. And Camden Rogers, we'll see him both on offense and on defense, and he has really made a huge impact, as have so many of these receivers for the Spartans.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this probably is the most complete team that Chad Zolman's had since he has been here at Homestead High School. I mean, with Goody and Hardwick, and the receiving core is absolutely tremendous. Scavo, Archbold, Kistler, Little, and throw in Cam Rogers in there as well. I mean, this team is so dynamic offensively. They are so hard to beat, and that is why they're leading the SAC in points as they put them up from all spots on the field.
And now here come the Carroll Chargers, or they're about to come running through the banner. And before they do, we'll talk about these two defenses. Homestead, first 3 games of the season, they gave up only 12 points and held Bishop Dwenger to just 15 points. Carroll, they haven't given up any more than 1 score in 4 of the games that they've played, 4 of the 6 games that they've played. So they are a force to be reckoned with. Both sides are a force to be reckoned with. They got plenty of playmakers. We mentioned Camden Rogers. He likes to wreak havoc in that backfield. So does Nick Martin. So does Matt Miller. Larry Seibel on the Carroll side, he likes to wreak havoc in that backfield. And they have got a bunch of key players in the secondary like Ray Vollmer, Lincoln Lance, and Bowden Height. Cade Dinan is another one that it tends to make a huge impact in the secondary. And here come the Chargers.
Yeah, you get a good look right there from Pat Wright's camera sitting atop the press box as the Carroll Chargers take the field. But, yeah, the defenses are tremendous. Some of the best linebacking cores in the city, if not the state, and in Class 6A. They are tacklers. They go after the ball. They fly after the ball. And you were going to see some hard hitting from both linebacking core. I think the key, obviously, is can the DBs for Carroll stay with the Homestead wide receivers, and can the line get pressure enough on Luke Goody to force him to make a mistake, because he doesn't do that.
And if you wonder how good the 2 coaches are that are going to be patrolling these sidelines, they are two of the best in the business, you might say. Doug Dinan, in 10 years now at Carroll, he has 7 winning seasons, could easily secure his 8th if the Chargers were to win tonight. 3 straight sectional titles in addition to that. Chad Zolman, 15 years as the head coach, winning seasons every year. Right now, his Spartans are undefeated. Both coaches have done a fantastic job with their respective programs.
Yeah, well-known, highly respected coaches. You know, Chad Zolman going back to Dwenger in his first teaching job and coaching job out there at JV and the freshman team, going all the way back to the mid-'90s, just dating myself there. But, yeah, these are tremendous coaches. They get their players ready, and they do have a lot of talent at their disposal, which makes it a little bit easier, no question about it. But to get these kids going every single week, in and out, is a huge task to ask of any high school coach with how many youngsters he has to deal with on a regular basis. So it's going to be interesting to see the battle that goes on up top here with the coaching staffs, both offensively and defensively, and see the adjustments they make, because whoever makes the best adjustments may come out victorious.
Well, we're going to have the corn toss here in just a moment. Some of the captains first for Homestead: Jake Archbold, Griffin Little, Nick Martin, and Cam Rogers are the captains. For Carroll, Orion Chenery, Larry Seibel are a couple of the captains, along with Maxton Green. And Leighton Mitchell was the 4th captain. And Homestead has won the coin toss. They have deferred to the second half, so we will see that Carroll offense on the field first.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see, and a good call in my opinion, as they need the momentum early here, does Carroll. So let's see how this goes. You can feel how hyped this crowd is here right down in front of us. Of course, you know Homestead, they travel as well as about anybody, but Neon Nation here at Carroll High School are straight bringing it tonight, Thad.
Yeah, you see Neon Nation everywhere. I've been to a number of cross-country events, and the Carroll Chargers, they bring that Neon Nation with them there. I imagine they bring it everywhere.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Speaking of, we start our high school sectional coverage this coming Monday, as we'll be out at Leo and New Haven at least for our sectionals in soccer. We'll start it next week. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
Carroll, by the way, I believe they are a part of the DeKalb sectional for soccer.
They are up at DeKalb. Unfortunately, they're where they play their soccer. We cannot film there. Their windows do not open, so we're kind of stuck on where we can get to. Also, being, all over the all over the 3 or 4 counties, it's a little tough.
Well, Gunnar Fry set to kick off for Homestead. Jorge Valdez and Tucker Steele back deep to return for the Carroll Chargers. And we are just about ready to go from Carroll High School, as we do expect to see that Carroll offense right off the bat. We're hoping for a fun night here.
Sorry, Thad. This is going to be a huge, huge opening statement here for the sophomore Becker against their rival. Opening right here on the kickoff. Let's see what happens. It's going to be fun.
4-2 Carroll versus undefeated Homestead. And here we go. Taken from the 10-yard line, rather. That's Valdez. Valdez gets around the outside, out across the 30-yard line before he goes out of bounds. A good start for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's exactly some field position that is needed to start this drive. He definitely didn't want to start it back towards your own end zone. So good field position here. Let's see what the sophomore can do against this talented defense of the Homestead Spartans.
Jeff Becker, he can throw it, he can run it. He's the second leading passer in the SAC. He is the leading rusher on his team.
Mitchell's wearing number 19. Watch him. That's the favorite target of Becker.
Mason Englert, another key player to watch. And, of course, Tyler Morrison, we'll see if he gets some touches early in this game at 6'2". They hand it off here on first down off the left side. And out to the 35-yard line is number 42, Luke Carmody.
Ryan Burton, talk about a defensive play. Are you serious? Crossing the field and coming up with that huge tackle in space, or that would have been a first down right there, Thad.
2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. As Becker looks to throw out in the flat, complete, bobbled a little bit, but I think Morrison held on. He did.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. Morrison, a huge target for Becker. And let's see if they can take advantage of him on the outside.
I talked to Tyler Morrison before the season, and one thing he praised about Jeff Becker was his accuracy. He's 1 for 1 so far. Never bad to start out at 100%.
And getting rid of the ball quickly. That's a good game plan here for the sophomore. See, there it is.
He does so again here. Complete to Bransfield, but short of the first down. That was Camden Rogers who wrapped him up short of the line to gain. And well, we'll see if the Chargers decide to go. Nope, it looks like they're bringing on the punt team.
Yeah, Camden Rogers, one of the best linebackers in the state of Indiana. There ain't no doubt about it. Google it. But this is a smart play. You got to get rid of it here and play a little field position to make Luke Goody and company go the distance.
Trevor Horton on to punt it away for the Chargers. Jake Archibald back to return the punt. Jake Archibald, who's done just about everything in his career at Homestead. Former quarterback who split time with Luke Goody. And he makes the fair catch at the 34-yard line. I say that even though did you see him signal? I didn't see him signal.
Yeah, he did. It was a little late, but yeah, he did get it out there.
So now Homestead will start with good field position from their own 33-yard line. After their defense forces the 3 and out, we will see the leading passer in the SAC, Luke Goody, along with the leading rusher in the SAC, Braden Hardwick. Speaking of Braden Hardwick, during baseball season, I was at their game against Dwenger, and Hardwick made an over-the-shoulder catch a la Willie Mays.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete, both running the ball and catching it. Another target. There's offsides on Carroll on the first play of scrimmage. Not a good start.
They had the jet sweep ready to go with Archibald coming around to take the handoff. And yes, it is offsides, encroachment on the Chargers. So it'll make it 1st and 5.
Do not want to give this offense free yardage right here, Thad. That is a recipe for a disaster. Not a good way to start it here. 3 and out, and then a penalty. See if the defense can make a big play on this first down.
Spartans have 2 6-foot-plus wide receivers at their disposal. Griffin Little, who also plays tight end. Handoff will go to Hardwick. Bounce into the outside. He's got the first down and more. Gets it into Carroll territory. They couldn't rip the ball away from him. He's down to the 44-yard line.
That is what you call tremendous vision and agility to bounce it out near side and took it out and moving the chains. Kid is an absolute special runner. There is no doubt about it for the junior.
His first carry of the game goes for, I believe that was 19 yards on the play, and now Homestead is set up in prime position. So they shift some guys around to the far side of the field. That's Rogers, Little, and Hardwick who all shifted. Now there goes Archbold. They give it to him on the jet sweep. He gets around the corner, breaks a tackle, and there he goes. It's a foot race. Archbold down the sideline. He's gone, or is he? The official, and now he says touchdown.
What a run for Jake Archbold. Are you kidding me? He absolutely saw the hole and then did the rest. He is a tremendous athlete. Put him in the right spot. Let's go to that traction athletic performance replay, Thad. Check this out on this jet sweep. Red all the way as they move, flip-flop the formation. And there goes Archbold. Cut it right in, and then that cut right there was the difference maker. Didn't think he was going to get to the end zone, Thad, and does.
The officials, I think, weren't sure at first, but the final verdict was touchdown. And now the extra point by Fry. And it's good. 7-0. Homestead leads. Back after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
2 plays, 67 yards. And the time was 43 seconds.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at Carroll High School. Homestead leading 7-0 after the 44-yard touchdown run by Jake Archbold on the jet sweep as Gunnar Fry gets set to kick it away. Taken from the 6-yard line. And a good return out across the 40, across the 45, and out of bounds, and that was Ray Vollmer.
That's a great answer right there from special teams for Carroll and head coach Dinan, but we got a flag down, Thad.
Well, we'll see if this comes back. It was thrown right back at the 25-yard line, and it looks like it will be coming back. Illegal block in the back against Carroll.
So there that goes, Thad, and now it's going to even back them up closer to the end zone, and another important drive. They're starting way back.
And the big question here is, how does Carroll respond after that 3-and-out on the first drive, and also after giving up that long touchdown run by Archbold on Homestead's first possession?
Yeah, this is gut check right here for the Carroll squad. They need to keep their defense off the field as well, so a 3-and-out is not going to help anything here in this first quarter.
3 wide receivers on the field for the Chargers. They'll hand it off straight up the middle, and a good run after contact, but it's only about 2 yards. I believe that was 42. 21 Preston Fisher.
Yeah, Matt Miller was in on that too, the big fella, number 64 on that line.
Seeing a couple of carries, one from Luke Carmody, one from Preston Fisher. This will be 2nd down and about 8. They fake the handoff. Becker with a quick release, a little behind Mitchell, but he jukes a defender, and he's got the first down.
That's the potential right there. He's a game breaker, is Mitchell, and Becker loves to go to him. You get him out in space and on one-on-one coverage, he can be a difference maker.
Mitchell, the leading receiver on this Carroll team. He was a starter on last year's team, but has seen increased production this year, and plenty of it. They hand this one off. That's Fisher again. And a good run on first down. He gets it across the 35 to about the 37.
Yeah, 8:40 on the clock. It's rolling. You need to try to keep this Homestead offense off the field. The only one way to do that is possession, running the ball, and make this balanced offense work here for head coach Dinan.
Luke Carmody onto the field. He lines up in the pistol behind Becker. He's got one carry so far today. And they fake it to him here. Becker on the rollout, dumps it off complete to Bransfield for the first down and more. And he gets out of bounds, runs into a guy as he hits the sideline.
Bransfield, a tremendous target right there, and showed you a little bit of speed on the yak. Little yards after the catch. He is a big, big target for head coach Dinan.
He ran right into Donovan Leonard at the back end of that play. Eddie Bransfield, a multi-sport athlete, also plays baseball here at Carroll for head coach Dave Ginder. They fake the handoff. The pass is tipped, and it falls harmlessly.
Yeah, that was dangerous there, but a great defensive play by the line, getting that ball batted down, and it'll bring up second and 10 here for the Chargers.
Well, as soon as Carroll had some momentum going, that's a big play for Homestead's defense. We'll see what happens on second down and 10. They fake the option. Becker in trouble, and down he goes. A host of defenders in there, including Mark Deely, and now a flag comes in at the end of it.
And that looks like that will be on Homestead here, and it will be 15 yards and automatic first down, so this could be a break here for Carroll. It's exactly what they needed with 7:47 left in the first quarter.
Well, they had Becker dead to rights, and now they're going to get him for a face mask.
Now there's a face mask on Homestead.
If I'm not mistaken, that should give Carroll 15 yards and a first down. And you know the home crowd's going to let them know about that. And things are bound to get chippy in a rivalry like this.
There's no question about it, especially these two high schools. They know each other so well, as you mentioned in the opener, Thad, previous conference rivals as well before they joined the SAC.
Becker back to throw, gets some pressure, steps up against that pressure, breaks it to the outside, gets a good gain out of it, make that a first down.
That's where he is a difference maker, Thad, is with his feet. He's one of the best running threats in the SAC, whether a running back or quarterback, I don't care. The kid just flat out can get it done.
And he's got Carroll in prime field position right now. Check that, he did not get the first down. They spot him a yard short. Handoff goes straight ahead. That's Fisher with the first down carry. Gets to the 20 rather.
And more importantly, moves the chains.
And that's the first red zone.
First down.
That's the first red zone possession of the game for either team. Of course, Carroll on the fringe of the red zone. Becker fakes, keeps it himself, off the right side, and he's got the first down.
That's a great tackle there in space by the linebacker, number 30, Cole Etchison, the junior. That was a great tackle one-on-one.
It's going to be first and goal. They mark it at the 9-yard line.
First down.
As Carroll has certainly answered the call after the 3-and-out on their first possession and then the touchdown on Homestead's first possession. Becker to throw, the slant, incomplete.
Dangerous pass right there, intended for number 7, Mason Engler. That was about jumped. The last thing you want to do here is a turnover. You need to get points here. They got an outstanding field goal kicker. We're getting ahead of ourselves here, but you do not want to leave this possession with points off the board.
That was Donovan Leonard who had the coverage for Homestead. He's a senior at 6 foot flat. Becker to throw again, gets some pressure, lobs it to the end zone, incomplete. And the pressure caused that overthrow.
Yeah, good pressure there on Becker, and that one thrown about 5-6 yards too heavy. It'll bring up a huge 3rd and goal from the 9 with 6:58 left in the quarter.
He's going for Leighton Mitchell in the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Preston Fisher, the lone back to the right of Becker. Becker looks to throw again, gets pressure, lobs it to the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Tyler Morrison in a one-on-one matchup. That might have been Leonard again. Nope, that was Archibald. That's Jake Archibald with the coverage.
The outstanding football player is Jake Archibald. That's all there is to it. You know, he's just a tremendous football player. But here's Trevor Horton, also on the number 2 ranked soccer team, is your field goal kicker here.
Horton with a chance to get the Chargers on the board. They get it down. Low kick, but good.
Too easy for Trevor Horton right there. And too close. He will knock that home about every time.
6:46 to go here in the first half, and a good response by Carroll after the 3 and out on their first possession and then giving up the touchdown on Homestead's first possession.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance.
Welcome back, everybody. This is high school football here on SummitCitySports.com. Trevor Horton, after nailing, I believe, what was a 16-yard field goal to get the Chargers on the board, he will kick it away. And, well, right now we've got an ambulance on the field. No player injuries. We certainly hope that this isn't anything serious like a serious fan injury. Meanwhile, the kickoff is returned from the goal line. That's Jared Kistler. Gets around the outside. Kistler across the 20, room to run. He's got blockers out in front. Kistler all the way to about midfield. A heck of a return by Kistler. Yeah, folks, I think the medics over there are looking at, my guess is a fan who, well, we don't know what happened, but hopefully it's not as serious as it appears. Wish that fan the best.
What a answer there for Homestead, and the field position now for Luke Goody. Ball placed on the 50, 6.5 to go in the quarter. This is danger time.
Handoff goes to Braden Hardwick straight ahead, a big hole, and he's got the first down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, about a gain of 15. If he rips off 15 to 20 yards every rush, this is going to be a long, long night defensively.
That's the 3rd play that Homestead has run in this game, and they've got so many playmakers they can chew up so many yards per play.
First down,
plays per drive becomes kind of an irrelevant number. Goody out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. Another give to Hardwick, but this time he's met behind the line by Matt Ottenweller.
Tremendous pressure, penetration, and the tackle to bring it up. That was awesome by Ottenweller.
Loss on the play.
It's a loss of about a yard. So far, that's the first negative play for this Homestead offense. They fake the handoff, and there's Goody's first pass of the game. It goes to Archibald, and he fights to get back to the line of scrimmage, but does not quite get there.
Yeah, Lincoln Lance came up and stuck on Archibald, did not let him go anywhere. This is going to set up a big 3rd down play for the Carroll Charger defense.
This is the first 3rd down that Homestead's been forced into. Of course, it's also their second possession of the game. 3rd and about 11.
Just man-to-man coverage on that far side.
They threaten a blitz, and they come with it. Goody in trouble,
Great
and
pressure.
down he goes, and that's Ottenweller again.
Ottenweller coming up huge in this drive, and that's going to be a huge loss on the sack on Goody.
He had 4 sacks coming into this game. He was the second leading pass rusher on this Carroll team behind Larry Seibel, another senior. And I believe in a moment we will get a look at that replay brought to you by Traction AP. But right now, Homestead about to punt it away. And, of course, it's Luke Goody who handles the punting duties as well for Homestead.
And Mitchell back deep for Carroll. And like I said, he's a game breaker.
They got a good rush there. That ball rolls inside the 5 and out of bounds. What a punt that was.
Luke Goody, are you kidding me? What doesn't he do well? Puts it in.
What doesn't he do well?
The 5-yard line. That is tremendous.
What doesn't he do well, whether it's on the gridiron or the hardwood?
There ain't no doubt. Here it is, Daddy. Play by Ottenweller. Watch the blitz come in from the middle linebacker. He shows it right there. No one around him. I could have ran through that hole defensively, but the key was getting to him and bringing him in along with number 33, Larry Seibel. That was great stuff by the Carroll's defense.
And now Carroll will have to start from their own 3-yard line as Jeff Becker stands in his own end zone. Becker to throw it downfield. Incomplete. Mitchell got tangled up, it looked like, with the defender. He's lobbying for a flag, but it's not coming.
No, that was thrown nearly to the field house. There was definitely nowhere close.
Now, it's noteworthy that leading rusher Evan Harris, now he was dealing with a bit of an injury earlier in the week. He is on the sidelines right now. He is not in shoulder pads. He's got his jersey on, but that's the only game gear he has. Other than that, it's street clothes. They run it from inside the end zone, and that's about a yard loss, it looks like.
Nick Martin shot the gap and swallowed up Fisher. That was a great defensive play, and we're seeing it all over the field on both sides here in the first quarter, as we thought.
The loss of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. 3rd and long coming up for the Chargers, and having to go from their own end zone. Becker looks to throw. Gets it out quick to Bransfield, and he's got the catch and a first down.
Eddie with a great catch, turned, looked, pulled it down, and that's going to be a first down for the Chargers. Are you kidding me? That is how you use a tight end, and they've used it a couple times here to move the chains.
1st and 10 from at the 19-yard line, and Becker will fake the handoff this time and keep it. Got a good late block. Gets a couple of yards on the play. Got about 3, maybe 4.
The replay, Becker and Barnesfield. You see how he turns and looks and pulls it down. That was a tough catch. And moving the chains, exactly what they needed.
2nd down and about 6 on the play as Becker looks to throw. Another quick release, but it's incomplete. A little bit too high for Leighton Mitchell.
Yeah, that was too high for most. No question about that. And this is another huge 3rd down.
Going to be 3rd and 5 after the Chargers did convert on 3rd and about 12 just a few plays ago.
Well, we have a loose ball on the field there. Never know what you're going to see.
Blitz shown. Becker looks to throw, gets pressured, steps up, and it's caught. Leighton Mitchell going down to get it.
That was great footwork in the pocket, stepped up, and a tremendous throw to Mitchell for that first down on that huge 3rd down play.
2 big 3rd down conversions by the Chargers, and now Becker will hand this one off to Carmody, trying to get around the outside. He does. He's got the first down and more, and Carmody down inside the 45.
Confidence is building here for head coach Doug Dinan. It continues to move the chains and keep this drive alive. 2:37 left in the quarter.
And the ball is now in Spartan territory. Second time they've gotten it into Spartan territory. Becker fakes, going downfield to Bransfield. He's got the first down.
This may be the most I've seen Bransfield use. This is good offensive balance here for head coach Dinan and the Carroll Chargers as they move the chains once again and looking tremendous.
Going to be first down from right at the 30-yard line. Preston Fisher in the backfield right next to Becker. And Becker looks to throw, dumps off the screen, but it's incomplete.
A little zone defense and coverage there. Tried to go underneath and just missed it. Threw it a little bit low, bring up 2nd and 10 for Becker. But he is living up to the hype that, as I mentioned, first time me seeing these two clubs here in the 2019 season, and they are impressive, no doubt. Talent all over the field.
Homestead, they're coming off a 47-21 victory over Northside. Carroll is coming off a 27-6 win over Southside. As Becker throws, trying to thread the needle to Morrison, but a couple of defenders got their hand on that one.
Yeah,
that was number 29 for Homestead.
Ryan Burton, yeah, that was a great play. He was on the underside of that coverage and flipped back to bat it down and nearly deflected it for a pick over to Donovan Leonard.
3rd and 10 for the Chargers. Tucker Steely comes onto the field. He will give Fisher a breather.
But Bransfield, 158 yards coming into tonight, Thad. And he has been tremendous, to say the least.
Yeah, Doug Dinan calls timeout there. I'm not sure if didn't like the alignment, but Carroll has been very efficient on 3rd downs on this possession, and that's been key for them. But we'll take a quick break on Summit City Sports.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And welcome back as Becker looks to throw here on 3rd down, looking for the throwback.
Set up nicely.
Wide open. It's Tucker Steely, and he lost the ball, but he got it back, I think, and that would be enough for the first down. Well, if you could have the good and the bad and the ugly in one play, we just saw it.
Right, it's all about the end result. It was a first down, and that's all that matters. Moving the chains, keep the drive alive.
Well, here's Becker operating out of the shotgun. He hands it off straight ahead to Fisher, and Fisher gets maybe a yard. Well, the 3rd down efficiency of Carroll has been incredible on this possession.
Yeah, I think it's been 100%.
It has been on this drive. It certainly has.
It has this drive.
They haven't gone for it on 4th down.
No.
Fisher, the lone back behind Becker. They fake it to him. Becker gets it away quick to Bransfield, but it's dropped. And I don't know if Bransfield heard footsteps or not. He had a defender coming in there. That's number 30 for Homestead, Cole Etchison.
Yeah, Etchison with the pressure, but I know Eddie will want that one back laid right in the hands was the Bransfield. So the senior tight end will regroup. He's been tremendous in this drive. And another third down play, Thad, coming right at you. SummitCitySports.com.
Can the Chargers continue the efficiency on third down? Right. Obviously, they've got Trevor Horton warming up. He kicked it on the last Charger possession and got the Chargers on the board. Back to throw is Becker. Pulls it down, breaks a couple of tackles. Oh, and he got hit hard. He was short of the first down. That's Camden Rogers. And Camden Rogers doesn't leave anything on the field.
No, he is one
doesn't leave anything off the field.
No, he is one of the very good, talented linebackers in the state of Indiana. He is great. But another big third down stop. At least they did not break, did the Homestead defense, and forcing a field goal here from Trevor Horton.
This will be a 31-yard attempt for Horton. They get it down. The kick on its way. Good. So Carroll pulls it within one.
Carroll with an outstanding standing drive. Another points. That's all they need. You need to get points is the key. You cannot afford to get down in a large number against this Homestead offense. So 30.5 seconds left of the first quarter. Carroll down one. They got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. There's no question.
The defense got a huge stop not long ago on Homestead's last possession offensively. Homestead had moved the ball into Carroll territory, but the Charger defense responded particularly well, finishing the drive with the Matt Ottenweller sack. Matt Ottenweller had a couple of big plays on that possession for the Chargers.
Yeah, they moved the change. They flip-flopped the field. They scored. They're down one. You gotta feel extremely happy if you're head coach Doug Dinan right here against this high-powered Homestead club.
Trevor Horton on to kick it away.
Number 6, Jared Kistler. Number 14, Caleb Fritsch. Deep for Homestead.
Caleb Fritsch and Jared Kistler back to return. And I believe that's Fritsch on the return. He gets it out across the 20. Nearly broke it for a big gain, but he only gets it to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, so let's see what they decide to do here with 24 seconds left. Head coach Chad Zolman, a lot of confidence in his quarterback, but it's been a lot of short intermediate passes here through the first quarter for Luke Goody. Let's see if they just try to move the chains here with Hardick. Bang out this one last play of the quarter and get set for our second 12 minutes of this game.
Goody has actually thrown just one pass in this game. He's also been sacked, and that pass went for, I believe, was -1 yard. That's a credit to this Carroll defense. And the handoff will go to Hardwick straight up the middle. Gets it out across the 35.
And that will be the last play of the first quarter, Thad, under 10 seconds.
Yeah, Homestead just looks like they're going to let it run down. And yes, they are. They head to the sideline. And they will start from the 37-yard line when we come back for the start of the second quarter here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment.
Welcome back, everybody. This is high school football on SummitCitySports.com. 2nd down and 2. Hardwick will get the handoff here, breaks a tackle. Good second effort. He's got the first down.
Yeah, you can't come with arm tackles with Hardwick. He is a special back, and he will run right through him, as you saw right there, to move the chains for Homestead.
Hardwick has been a workhorse in this game offensively for Homestead. It's been the run plays that have been most effective, particularly that 44-yard touchdown run by Jake Archbold on the jet sweep.
Yeah, and he made a couple people miss on that. It was nice blocking, no question about it, but Archbold just made it happen on that play.
Goody operating from the shotgun. They go with the option here. The toss to Hardwick. Can he get the edge? Oh, I think that was Hardwick who got crunched. And did the ball come out? Oh, no, that was Rogers who took that shot.
We've got to be careful over there. Two players going at it. Rogers, and I believe that was number 11, Jalen Jackson.
Second down.
Mark it at the 47-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain.
But it is going to be 2nd and 6 here. 11 and a half left.
And no flags thrown on that play. As Goody operates from the gun. Griffin Little goes in motion. Have yet to see him targeted so far. I suspect that may change, but Hardwick straight up the middle with a first down and a touchdown-saving tackle there by Hunter Mertz.
Yeah, without that, he was gone to the house. He is he has another gear once he gets through that line and gets to that second level. He is talented, boy.
And do we have a whistle here? I didn't hear a whistle.
No whistle. I think they're just looking over the side for the call.
There's a lot of teams in the SAC that don't huddle very much. The huddling has not gone obsolete, but it's a lot less common these days. Another good run on first down by Hardwick out across the 35.
Yeah, not necessarily as a hurry up either. You see Concordia do it. They'll take it down almost the whole play clock and never huddle once on offense.
This will be 2nd down and 4. As you think about the contrast between the way this drive has gone so far and the way the first drive went, the first drive for Homestead was 2 plays and a touchdown. This drive has been a little bit more methodical. Rogers goes in motion. They give it to him off the right side, and he's cut down. Appears to be short of the first down by a couple of yards.
Yeah, 3rd down and manageable here for Luke Goody. Let's see if head coach Zolman keeps it on the ground. This is probably 4-down territory, so you tell your kids, hey, get me 2 yards and 2 downs. If you can't do that, we don't deserve a first.
You got Gunnar Fry as the place kicker if they decide to go that route. As Archbold motions over to the far side. So many weapons on this Homestead team. Play clock is down to 4. They get it off and fake the handoff, open out in the flat. Archbold had to juke a defender. Did he get there? I think so.
Yeah, they're marking him just about a yard and a late flag.
Way from the backfield.
So let's see what the call is going to be.
Flag came from
that's
way
a 3rd
behind
down.
The play. It's thrown to about the spot where Archbold went down. I think it was a face mask. That's going to add on to the end of the play.
So that's going to be
it was the 5-yard face mask as they mark it down to about the 23.
And Homestead right at it real quickly here.
Goody out of the gun with Archbold right behind him in the pistol.
Another flag here near side, Thad, thrown by the side judge.
This one looks to be probably a pre-snap. Homestead was awful close to a delay of game on that last play. We'll have a discussion here from the officials.
Yeah, 9:24 left in the second, and this has come to a screeching halt from the Zebras.
No foul on the play. So, No harm, no foul, I guess. As Goody, again, looks to operate from the shotgun. Now, so far, he's just 2 for 2 passing the ball. The Spartans have had a lot of success running the ball, but, trends change as the game goes on. Goody pumps, goes downfield, got a man wide open. Jake Archbold for the touchdown.
Broken or bad coverage there, just left Archibald all alone. And that's one player towards the end zone. You definitely cannot. Now Homestead up, looking to double up on Archibald and his second touchdown.
He had a rushing touchdown earlier in this game from 44 yards out. And Luke Goody, the current quarterback, hits Jake Archbold, the former quarterback. Remember, Archbold and Goody split the role last year. They were expected to split the role this year, but Goody was named the starting quarterback, and Archbold playing largely at slot receiver and safety as Gunnar Fry comes on to attempt the extra point. High snap. The kick is blocked. Did that still go through? It did.
Sure did.
A blocked kick that still goes through. You see that every now and then. It's not a common occurrence.
Here it is that Luke Goody will pump fake near side, and Archibald right down the center of the field. No one within 10 yards. Obviously, blown coverage in the defensive backfield for Carroll, and it cost them right there, Thad.
Well, Carroll's still very much in this game despite giving up the touchdown, but their first 2 drives have ended in field goals. That's one thing they'll be looking to change.
Yeah, to stay in this game. Now if Homestead finally scores their second touchdown, there's still 9:18 left, but only down by 8. Carroll, they can answer right now and get all this momentum right back, and it's got to start right here on this kickoff. We've already seen a tremendous kickoff return by Ray Vollmer, number 23. So let's see what happens here on this kickoff.
One thing we had not seen from Luke Goody yet was a downfield shot. We did get to see it on that last play. You knew it was coming at some point.
Yeah, no question, Thad. He is a tremendous quarterback. He'll lull you to sleep, going underneath, and then right away, boom, Archibald right down the hash, open wide for the score.
Gunnar Fry to kick it away. I believe that's Bowden Height back to return, if I'm not mistaken. And there's the kick. It's returnable and taken from the 12-yard line. That's Ray Vollmer on the return, and he gets it out to about the 30-yard line. So Carroll will have good field position to start things out. Cole Etchison made the tackle.
They have 14-6. Carroll, it's got to still be happy here. 9:11 left in the second quarter against the SAC leading an undefeated Homestead Spartans. As juggernaut of an offense, their defense has kept them intact here close, then, and now their offense has a chance to maybe tie it up here with the 2-point conversion if they can put it in the end zone.
They go with the option and a shovel pass to Bransfield, and he lunges ahead for a couple of yards. That was very well defended there. Nick Martin, one of the leaders on this defense, in on the tackle.
Becker's pass to Bransfield is complete.
It does go as a completion into the stat sheet.
By Martin. Second down.
I think they're actually calling that a 3-yard gain up at about the 33 as Becker operates from the shotgun again. He looks to throw here on first down. Becker pulling it down, running out of time, escapes one man. Throws it short. Does he have the catch? Yep. Flag comes in, and they're going to say that Mitchell has the catch. He's short of the first down, but we'll check the penalty. It looks like it's against Homestead.
Yeah, they're going to call this roughing the passer. That was very close. Rogers, in this new age of protecting quarterbacks, that's going to be an obvious flag. He threw the ball, and then 2 steps it looked like for Rogers. I believe that's a good call by the referee.
And Rogers, he's one of those guys, he's going all out on every play.
So that's going to be 15 yards added to the end of that catch. So Carroll in business here.
Well, it would have been 3rd down and 1. Turns into 1st and 10 from the 46.
You see it here come near side. Let's see if we get it. Yeah, about a step and a half after the throw is when the hit came.
They fake the handoff. Becker throws on the run. Pass is caught. It's Mitchell, and he lowers the boom on a defender. He ran right into Morgan Lamont and got the first down.
And moving the chains once again. All right, this is huge. There's 8:23 left in the second quarter. If Carroll can tie this up, this place will go absolutely crazy.
And on those quick hitters, you always want to have the receiver and the quarterback on the same page, and they were. Carmody breaks a tackle trying to get outside. He gets a good gain out of it to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good team tackling out there with Archibald down low. And I believe that was number 29, Ryan Burton, up high. Good team tackling there, and only a gain of about 2.5.
Twin wide receivers to the near side of the field. As Becker rolls out, has time, throwing on the run, pass is caught. There's Mitchell again as those two start to find a rhythm.
Yeah, that little hitch route here on the sideline, it's worked a couple of times for Carroll. You get Becker out of the pocket, make him feel comfortable, and the kid can absolutely put it on the money when he is running full speed out of that pocket. Remember, he's a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore quarterback for Carroll.
The good thing about that is you expect to have him around for another couple of years. Blitz comes. Becker eludes it, but goes down after a very short gain. Nick Martin with the tackle.
Making something out of nothing there. He's just a special football player, is Jeffrey Becker. You saw it right there. The blitz came in. Great blocking to pick up that blitz. And then made, a couple yards? What, do you get a yard out of that? That was easily a sack in most scenarios here with 7:10 left.
Carroll has put up high point totals on a number of teams so far this season. They put up 42 on Lures. Now, granted, 2 of those touchdowns were by the defense, but they put up that same point total on Northside and Northrop. And the handoff goes around the outside. That's Brandon Wynn.
The ball carrier.
And he gets down to about the 15-yard line to make it a manageable third down.
Exactly what you needed here. Clock rolling, 6:40. You know, Goody and company's going to get a chance here to answer. But if you put this in the end zone, as I mentioned, Neon Nation, this place is going to absolutely explode here at Carroll High School.
3 in the backfield, kind of a, you should say, makeshift wishbone set.
They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it.
It's going to be a pass. Steely, now he does throw back of the end zone, and it's tipped at the last second. I think that was Leonard who got a hand on it.
Yeah, that was number 6, Steely. He had the chains. I think if he tucked that down, he was going to gain that first down. Instead, try to fit it into Bransfield, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a third field goal attempt here for Trevor Horton.
If he gets this, it cuts it to a 5-point game. But so far, it's been all field goals for Carroll. Still a lot of football left to be played, though. They get the snap down, and the kick is no good.
Horton's kick is no good.
Just wide left, Thad, and that is a huge stop and break for the Homestead defense, and it will stay 14-6.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at Carroll High School. Homestead leading 14-6, trying to take advantage of the missed field goal moments ago.
Well, plenty of time. 6:07 here, Thad, for Luke Goody, the star junior quarterback. Plenty of time to go on the ground. They do have all 3 timeouts.
They'll fake the handoff here, and there's another downfield shot by Goody, but it's incomplete, flag down. He was looking for the 6'4" Jared Kistler. He might have been grabbed on the jersey for a pass interference or a hold, perhaps.
Well, let's take a look at it, Thad. That's Goody in the pistol there. Saw the coverage, try to fit it in, and not a lot there. There must have been a hold a couple of
pass interference, and
let's take another look. This is a really tight call on the Carroll
another
defense.
Flag just got thrown, by the way, and that's got to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Look at that. That is tough. That is a tough call.
And now the officials are discussing, but they threw the flag. I think it was the back judge amidst the Carroll defenders who threw the flag. So it's looking like unsportsmanlike conduct, and yes, that is the signal.
Both penalties were on Carroll.
So the pass interference followed by the unsportsmanlike moves the ball to the 50-yard line. Obviously, the fans were in disagreement with the call. I didn't, and it's easy to say this when you have replay, but it didn't seem like there was much there.
Yeah, not a whole lot of anything, really.
Handoff goes to Hardwick straight up the middle, and he gets pushed back down right at midfield. Well, the Carroll defense, no doubt disappointed about the pass interference call, but they come up and make a big play there on first down.
Yeah, good start there defensively. You got to hold Homestead right here. 5:35 left in this quarter.
Tackled by McGinnis.
Going to be second down and 10 after the stop. They fake the handoff, throw it short, complete to Archbold, breaks a tackle,
Great block.
Gets to the outside, first down and more. Archbold out of bounds inside the 30, a great run after the catch.
That was an outstanding move to get by the first tackler by Archibald, and then Cam Rogers absolutely sealed that edge and gave him another 10-15 yards. Great stuff.
If I'm not mistaken, that's 3 catches for Archbold, I do believe. He's got a touchdown catch earlier in this game, in this quarter, in fact.
Yeah, that sounds right, Thad.
Hardwick lines up to Goody's right. And there's that jet sweep to Archbold, but this time it's stopped.
Archibald.
I believe that was Wes Stevens. It was Wes Stevens, number 61, who made the tackle to get Archbold down and keep that jet sweep from doing any damage.
Huge third down play here. Carroll's been tremendous in this first half and third down.
Especially on the offensive side.
See if Carroll can stop them, get their offense back on the field.
Give to Hardwick. Not much doing there. He gets to the 30. Gain of about 2, and actually that might have been
Tackled by.
I think this is actually third down. Reeve Muncie was in on that tackle. Reeve Muncie, also a wrestler here at Carroll.
Third down.
And that's a very successful Carroll wrestling program. There's a lot of very successful programs here at Carroll High School. Think about the soccer team, the success that the baseball team has had under head coach Dave Ginder. The cross-country team girls' cross-country team has had a heck of a season.
There's no question.
Goody, rolling to the left. Has a man wide open, but it's dropped by Griffin Little.
You're not going to see that very often. Just looked upfield before he corralled it in. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 with 3:40 left and decision time here for head coach Chad Zolman.
Yeah, that's the leading receiver, Griffin Little, who couldn't have been more wide open, but it looks like the Spartans are going for it. Yeah, they're not bringing out the field goal unit. Goody lining up in the shotgun as it stands. And this is 4th and 10, folks.
Yeah. Goody could absolute pooch it.
He's going to
throw it.
A throwback screen to Hardwick. Can he get to the marker? Cuts it upfield. He's got the first down and more. What a cut by Braden Hardwick.
Yeah, definite holding call missed as well. But that is a big, big play on 4th down for Homestead.
I think it was John Madden who used to say that holding happens on every play. But first and, I believe, goal to go for the Spartans. As they motion Little to the near side. And that may be offsides. It looked like that was number 55, Reeve Muncie, who jumped. And yes, it is going to be encroachment. I believe Reeve Muncie had we were talking about him being a wrestler here at Carroll. I believe he had a successful run at both sectionals and regionals in wrestling in 2019. That wrestling team is coached by Tim Slofer. Option to the left side, the toss to Hardwick, cuts it upfield, loses the ball. And did Carroll get it? I think it's still loose. Carroll ball. What a huge stop. Larry Seibel comes out of the pile with it.
Seibel with the right place at right time. Let's take a peek at it here, Thad. What a play by the Carroll defense coming up big. The pitch, late pitch from Gooding Hardwick, and the strip right there. I believe that was number 5, Matthew Ottenweller, who stripped him as he ran by. What a play, then covered by Seibel. Let's take one more look here, Thad. Watch the edge here. That's number 5, left hand, boom, right there, pulls it out. Great defensive play from Ottenweller. That will bring first down for Carroll.
But now Jeff Becker operating from his own end zone. Play clock is down to 4. They do get it off. Becker throwing downfield. He's got Mitchell. Cuts it upfield. Nearly broke free. But it's going to be a first down at the 26-yard line as the Chargers get out of the shadow of their end zone.
Big play. Big play right there to get out and go here. 3:14, moving it.
And they go hurry up. And the pass is dropped off the hands of Mason Englert. Bit of a wide throw, but definitely looked like a catchable ball.
Yeah, definite catchable. Maybe laying out, but it was a tough play.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 as they motion guys to the far side of the field. Blitz shown. They'll hand it up. No, Becker keeps it. Trying to get to the outside, and he dances his way out of bounds to about the 30.
Chased out of bounds.
Once again, Becker making something happen.
3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd down after the play.
Yeah, third down has been not that much of a challenge here for Carroll in this opening half, but this is another huge one at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Just a 3-man rush now, a late blitz. Pass is caught by Mitchell. He's got the first down. His forward progress was stopped after he was beyond the line.
That is absolute money right there from Becker and Mitchell. You can count that 99% of the time on this little quick out.
They have found quite a rhythm, especially in the second quarter, Becker and Mitchell have. Handoff goes to Carmody off the left side. He's got a block, cuts it to the outside, cuts it back the other way, gets a good gain out of that. He picked up 8 on the play.
Yeah, 2:50, clock rolling, hurry up here for Carroll.
Moves the ball to the 46-yard line in Charger territory. This drive started from Carroll's own 3-yard line after they recovered a Braden Hardwick fumble. Becker rolling to his right, getting pressured. Gets away, cuts it upfield, close to the line to gain, and he broke free. And he got the first down. It looked like Etchison had him, but he got away.
What a tremendous player, the sophomore quarterback, only going to get better. He is just so much fun to watch. And against a tough Homestead defense here tonight.
It's a tough Homestead defense full of a lot of playmakers that like to get after the quarterback and stop you behind the line. And now a timeout taken by Doug Dine and the Chargers. They got one left here in the first half. Homestead has two. But if you're Carroll, well, you've let a little bit of time tick off the clock since moving the ball from your own 3-yard line, and pretty good drive so far.
Yeah, good drive here. 2:08 left. Still one timeout remaining. Plenty of time to use your whole playbook here for head coach Dinan. But you got to score here. If they could tie this up to go into half, talk about confidence here for the Carroll Charger Club. A lot of people, prognosticators, picking Homestead up by a couple of scores, but Carroll has came to play, and their defense came up huge on that fumble over there on the strip from Ottenweller.
Good response by the defense after the missed field goal on Carroll's last possession. Trevor Horton is 2 for 3 in field goal attempts so far. Trips to the far side of the field. 3 down for Homestead. They come with a blitz. Becker finds some room off that left side and gets it inside the 45-yard line. A good run by Jeff Becker. He is the leading rusher on this Carroll team.
Second down.
And probably the most dynamic rusher as well. Athleticism. He is just special. Can't say it enough.
This is going to be second down and 3. As they mark the ball at the 43-yard line of Homestead. They fake the handoff. This time it's a lead play with Becker on the keep, and he goes down short of the line, and a flag comes in. Is that going to be a late hit?
They're going to add 15 to that one. He was definitely a step over the sideline and a call. And we've had several silly plays here by both teams.
I think they're going to get Etchison for this one.
So that's going to be an automatic first down, Thad.
No doubt about that. That would have been third down. 3rd and 1, but third down nonetheless. And now Carroll gets a free 15 yards up to the 26-yard line. Carmody remains the lone back here on 1st and 10. Blitz comes. Becker eludes it for the time being and goes out of bounds. That was Martin who chased him out.
Yeah, Martin had the angle there too, and Becker still got the edge and got a yard, or got it, instead of about a 5-yard loss, it's only going to be a 3, maybe 4-yard. 2nd 14. Just 1:22 on the clock, too. Run out of time as Carroll.
This is rivalry week in the SAC. A lot of big games going on. You've got the battle between the Bishops. I believe that's going on at Dwenger tonight. Got Northrop hosting Snyder. Fake handoff by Becker. Throwing it downfield. 1-on-1. Incomplete. That was a tough play for Mason Englert.
Yeah, that was a good adjustment. Tried to be made there from Englert, but ball thrown a bit heavy. Becker under pressure, just let her rip on that one.
3rd down and 12. Another 3rd down for these Carroll Chargers. They've been very effective, though, on these 3rd downs. But can they handle it on 3rd and 12? Carmody in the backfield next to Becker. Becker looks to throw. Just a 3-man rush. Becker has a man. It's caught. And that should be enough for the first down. That's Englert.
And out of bounds, too. Stopping the clock. 1:09 left. And moving the chains. Let's see where they mark it.
They went right back to him after the tough play moments ago. Whoa, wait a second.
Just a couple of yards. 2 yards short. 2 yards short.
But this is going to be 4-down territory for the Chargers. They keep the offense on the field. We'll see what they call here. Again, Becker, a very dynamic runner. They got Hunter Mertz in the backfield along with Tucker Steele. And it's going to be Becker sneaking it for the first down up to the 15. Well, old school under center QB sneak. And with 1:06 to go, the Chargers have a first down in the red zone. Carmody the lone back again as they go back to the spread formation. Becker, the lob to Mitchell. Incomplete. Just a little beyond his reach as Mitchell was straddling that sideline.
Got to get points here. You cannot give the ball away. 58.9. You're only down 8 here in this huge rivalry game. No mistakes here from Becker.
Now that stops the clock with 58.9 seconds, and Homestead does have 2 timeouts. Depending on how much time is left at the end of this drive, we'll see if Homestead tries to get down the field and add to their lead. High snap, Becker throws, end zone, touchdown! Mason Englert. Englert, the second leading receiver on this Chargers team coming into play, and they reach the end zone for the first time tonight. And it looks like they will go for 2 to try to tie this game.
Watch the poise here from Becker. Had 2 receivers over there, picked out the right one as Mitchell came on a hitch, but a great play and catch from Englert as well. Now to tie it up, Thad, this would be huge. 54.6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And just like in college, you only need the 1 foot down in the high school level. So they go with Carmody lined up right next to Becker. Becker rolls to his right. Looking to the end zone, now throws, and it's incomplete. In the direction of Hunter Mertz. And check that, Leighton Mitchell, the intended receiver. So it remains a 2-point lead for Homestead. And they will get the ball back with 54.6 seconds left and 2 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see if they try to march this thing down the field and get into field goal range.
Yeah, I think they're going to take their shot here just up by 2, 54.6. You know, they may not go down the field, maybe on this first 2 plays, maybe run a screen, see if Hardwick can break a little yardage, or maybe a little jet sweep from Archibald, knowing, you know, that they have their timeouts. So, you know, I think Homestead and head coach Chad Zolman, they're going to be aggressive on this drive. But first for Carroll, you cannot give up a big play on this special teams. They've already given up 1 on a kickoff. So you have to be strong here in lane disciplined for the Carroll Chargers as Horton will boot it out.
Jared Kistler back to return along with Caleb Fritsch.
Update from Spooler Stadium there, Thad. Snyder enjoying a 28-7 lead over Northrop. There is at Spooler, and it's in the second quarter.
Now, obviously, Northrop fans are not going to like that score, but I'll tell you one thing. Northrop, they seem to be building, at least as far as the records go. 5 straight 2-8 seasons. Last year they won 3. This year they've already won 4. Yep. Now, that's a chance. You don't want to be down 21 in a big game against a team like Snyder, but they seem to be on the up and up.
Yeah, well, let's just face it. I mean, Snyder's just a better football team than Northrop. There's no question about it this year. But Northrop 4-2. Head coach Dorfler has got that program.
Oh, the kick goes out of bounds.
Absolutely rolling. As that's going to go out at the 1-yard line.
That was off the hands of Frisch. That is not coming out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be spotted right where it went out.
Now, let's see what head coach Chad Holman does. Ball placed on the 1. You're snapping the ball in your own end zone, but Carroll still has a timeout. You can't, maybe you can't kneel it twice here because you're going to kneel that second one in the end zone for a safety. Right. So you can't do that. So I think you're going to have to see something here for Goody. Maybe just a lead, little dive for Hardwick. Let's see what happens here.
Now, we started to see Luke Goody push the ball down the field a little bit more in the second half. That wasn't happening early in this game. You got the feeling it was going to happen at some point, and it did start to happen in the second.
Yeah, they're going to go shotgun here and
waggle. Goody rolling out of the
Goody
pocket,
out.
Throwing on the run, pass is complete out in the flat. That's
what a stiff arm.
And he breaks the tackle for the first down, and he gets out of bounds. And a flag right at the end of the play. Are they going to get another late hit?
I believe so. They're going to add 15 yards onto that. It's going to be 41 seconds left, and Homestead is in business right here.
And they've still got 2 timeouts left.
2 timeouts. They get the ball to start the third quarter as well. So, I mean, this could be a huge turn of events, as that will be a personal foul on the Chargers.
We saw moments ago, it looked like Wayne was leading Concordia by a score of 8-7.
That was a halftime score, Thad. It was. Look at Goody out there, and look at the stiff arm. Kistler, left hand. Not tackling me. And then out of bounds. And I don't know how you flagged that. The contact was already made when he was inbounds. That is a tough call on the Chargers once again.
Goody going out of the shotgun. He looks to throw. Sets up the screen. That's complete. I believe that was Archbold with the catch.
You got a bird timeout here if you're head coach Chad Zolman.
Check that. It was Kistler, number 6, and Kistler's a big dude at 6'4".
Yeah, you saw it on that last run. He is. Let's take one more look at it after the catch. So smart play call. You get Luke Goody out of the pocket on the designed, and then a beautiful ball thrown out there. Then the left-handed stiff arm. Not happening. Woo. So Concordia up over Wayne 8-7 as well at half.
We already saw the score of Snyder leading Northrop 28-7. One other game going on is Bishop Luers versus Bishop Dwenger. And Southside 8-7 over Northside as the Archers try to get their first home win of the season. They went to Wayne and knocked off the Generals earlier this year in a game I had that featured a lot of crazy plays, you might say. Goody to the sideline, incomplete. Good play on the receiver at the end of that. That was, I believe, Bowden Height. Nope, Cade Dinan.
And 27 seconds left, more importantly for the Carroll defense. So maybe a play more, too. And get out of here within 2 points going into halftime. And I'm sure if you ask head coach Dinan prior to the game if he would take this, he absolutely would.
They'll hand it off to Hardwick, trying to split through, and he's very close to the first down, but he looks like he's short by a yard.
Yeah, short by about a yard. Good extra effort, 4th and 1, and they're going to let it roll.
Yeah, you don't even have to run a play here. The clock's down to 11 seconds. There's still got 28 on the play clock. Play clock's pretty much moot. Now, Goody's still on the field. He was looking to the sideline, but clock's down to 2. And they do let it run. A close game at halftime. It's Homestead leading, but Carroll right in the thick of it. 14-12 is your score. And we are at halftime here at Carroll High School. We will be back in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Gentlemen, lots of entertainment during halftime. First up, the Carroll High School Varsity Cheer Squad.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Entrust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles, and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is high school football here on SummitCitySports.com. Time now for a word from our sponsors of Parkview Medicine. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Parkview serves every level of athlete with their integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about their services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, Homestead leads Carroll 14-12 at halftime. We'll talk a little bit in a matter of moments here on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Entrust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game. the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is high school football here on SummitCitySports.com. Homestead leading Carroll 14-12 at halftime. We got a good one right now. And a couple of key plays. One of those plays was the turnover toward the end of about midway through the second quarter, actually, and the Chargers were able to capitalize off that and get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, that was huge. That strip, we called it out as Ottenweller on that strip. It was actually number 6, Tucker Steely, the sophomore, who was being blocked, reached back with his, I believe it was left arm, and stripped it away. Seibel recovered it. But, yeah, Homestead was moving. They were looking to go up. It was already 14-6 at that point. They were looking to go up there by, up to 20, 21 points, and that could have been a whole different ball game. Now, at halftime, Carroll within striking distance, down by 2. Now, Homestead will get the ball to start the half, but they've got to feel good inside that locker room right now.
Now, for Carroll, they have moved the ball very well down the field. They've been extremely effective, particularly on third down in this particular game, and that's one reason why they're still in it.
Yeah, their third down conversions were tremendous in that first half for Carroll. An absolute difference maker. Without it, number one, the defense was going to be playing a lot more football, more than they needed to against this Homestead offense. But Carroll, their defense has met the challenge so far against this high-powered offense of Homestead, and they're down. Down by 2 is absolutely nothing. They come out and you get a stop to start the third quarter, and all of a sudden you got this crowd and this momentum absolutely rolling in your favor.
Now, one thing we did not see early in the game was Luke Goody pushing the ball down the field. We started to see more of that as the game went on.
Yeah, we did. There's no doubt about that. And they'll spread it up. They'll stay balanced. I've been impressed with both teams here and their balance, no question. But, yeah, I think they'll open it up a little bit if they have to. But, I really don't know if they have to. Keep, jet sweeps, screen passes. Those have been some of your best plays here for Homestead.
Well, we'll get one more word in from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. Parkview Sports Medicine is the area's largest integrated sports medicine team, specialized in serving every level of athlete, no matter if you're trying to get better at what they do or recovering from an injury. The experts at Parkview Sports Medicine coordinate your care in state-of-the-art facilities in the community. To start your journey, visit them at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. That's parkviewsportsmedicine.com. We'll be right back after this on Summit City Sports.
Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve.
Welcome back, everyone. This is high school football on SummitCitySports.com. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. Parkview is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team. They provide athletes with specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. That's ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Well, a score to update you on. They are in the third quarter over at Wayne High School, and Concordia has retaken the lead. 15-8 is the score over there as Concordia looks for what I believe would be their third win. Wayne looking for their first win on the season. That's a team that won 9 games a year ago. And also worth mentioning, Bishop Dwenger leads Bishop Luers 40-0. That game just went to halftime. Last we heard, it was a big lead for Snyder over Northrop, 28-7 when we last heard from that one. And meanwhile, Northside and Southside also playing. That's the last of the rivalries, if you will.
And it looks like that's at halftime right now, Thad. Of course, you can watch all these games, SummitCitySports.com. Go right to the top of our website, hit the live tab, and it'll take you right through all the screens. And there it is, at Spooler. It's the end of the, that can't be the, yeah, start of the third quarter there at Spooler. Snyder up 28-7.
Of course, Snyder and Northrop both share Spooler Stadium with each other, but this would be the Bruins' home game as opposed to the Snyder Panthers' home game. But again, a close one here at Carroll High School as the two teams, I believe, are going to get a few extra minutes to warm up as the nope, I think they're ready to go.
Oh, I like it. No 3-minute put on, no extra 3-minute. That's tremendous stuff. I like it. Let's get this ball game rolling.
I think somebody rolled a couple of seconds off the clock for a split second, but we got that taken care of. We're ready for the third quarter here at Carroll High School. Two SAC rivals that were rivals before they were even in the SAC. Both Carroll and Homestead played in the Northeast Hoosier Conference. Their head coaches are longtime head coaches. Doug Dinan, he comes from the Russ Isaacs coaching tree. Coached there at Snyder, served as the offensive coordinator for, I believe, part of that time. Was at Snyder for 17 years on Isaac's staff. Chad Zolman, he was a defensive coordinator at Homestead. And I believe that was on Drew Wood's staff. Drew Wood had a very good career at Homestead. Coached there for 5 years.
This is going to be
successful years.
This is going to be a huge start to this quarter to decide what's going to happen momentum-wise throughout this 12 minutes in the third, because this is a special, special time. If Carroll can hold them, maybe force a 3 and out, even a turnover, this place the roof would be blown off the top.
Trevor Horton to kick it away.
And he's got a boot.
It's a low line drive, returnable from the 2-yard line. I believe that's Fritsch on the return. It is Fritsch. He gets it out across the 25 to about the 28.
Fritsch on the return.
Well, let's see what Homestead does here to start this possession. Go on the ground with Hardwick, or are we going to try to space the defense out, maybe go downfield, as we saw a little bit more in the second quarter for head coach Chad Zollman. But they'll start in decent position here on their own 28-yard line.
Braden Hardwick has had a heck of a season. He leads the SAC in rushing yards, but his best performance so far, at least as far as stats go, was when he rushed for over 200 yards against a vaunted Bishop Dwenger defense. Homestead got the win, and then, of course, came back the following week and defeated Snyder. Hardwick had a big day in that one, too. 165 yards on the ground as Goody audibles at the line. He takes the snap and fakes the handoff to Rogers going down the sideline on target. I believe that's Archbold.
Wow.
Nope, that's Kistler down the sidelines, and he's gone.
First play from scrimmage goes the distance. Are you serious? That is insane. Was that 62, 72 yards?
I believe that's correct.
Oh.
Jared Kistler on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half, and the Spartans increase their lead.
Just like that. We talked about what are they going to go on their first play of scrimmage, on their first possession of this third quarter. Little play action and deep to Kistler, and Kistler shows his speed. Wow.
And here's Gunnar Fry on for the extra point to try and make it a 9-point lead. They get it down. It's good.
Fry's kick is good.
Let's take a look at this stat. Watch this play action here from Goody. Play action to Rogers on the sweep. Right in stride, and Kistler. Man, it looked like they had the angle on him, and Kistler just showed his speed. Lance didn't have a chance. Looked like an angle, but Kistler took it to the house.
Kistler at 6'4", and he can put up some big yards after the catch as well. He had 2 catches last week for 92 yards in the game against Northside. Had a touchdown in that game that looked very similar to the one that we just saw. That was on the, I believe, the first offensive play from scrimmage for the Spartans after giving up a kickoff return touchdown.
And we talked about Carroll feeling so good about themselves. Then at halftime, up, down only by 2 against this undefeated Summit Athletic Conference club, and just came out, and Luke Goody and Jared Kistler erased that immediately.
So now we'll see Joe Becker and the Chargers in their first possession of the second half. How do they respond? Again, Evan Harris, we mentioned it at the early portion of the broadcast. He's not playing tonight. He's in street clothes on the sideline. And an injury, I believe, was against Southside on Saturday in that game that was pushed back due to lightning.
Yeah, it was a long Friday evening last week. We didn't start our Dwenger and Concordia game there at Zollner Stadium until 9:52. Didn't get out of there until it was about a little after 12:30. Game finished in between 12 and 12:30. It was a long Friday evening.
I believe they got 3 of those games in, and there's a quick kick taken from the 32-yard line. That's going to give Carroll some good field position at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Right there at about the 32-yard line for Carroll, and they have to answer here. You can't 3 and out. Got to move the chains. As just 24 seconds into this into this third quarter, finds themselves back now 9.
That was Joseph Brewster on the return for Carroll. And Jeff Becker has had some good quick throws on time to his targets. They've been on the same page with each other much of the night. There's a good throw across the middle for the first down, and I believe that is Bowden Height. It is. And I think that's Bowden Height's first catch of the game.
Yeah, I believe that is.
Bowden Height, also a member of the Carroll baseball team. They fake the handoff here. Becker now going to take off, get what he can, and he gets a pretty good gain out of it, though he does get forced out of bounds by Etchison.
Yeah, he just has that uncanny ability to get some yardage when there's nothing there. And I'm telling you what, he's only a sophomore. Kid's only going to get better here at Carroll, and things are looking up, no doubt about it, with him under center.
Carmody now in the backfield. He'll line up to the left of Becker. Some score updates, by the way. 8-7, Southside leads Northside. Now Becker looking to go downfield to the sideline. Incomplete. He had Mitchell there. I think somebody got a hand on that one. They did. That would have been Donovan Leonard.
Yeah,
I think who got a hand on that one.
He did. Donovan Leonard right at that last second got that hand up and knocked it away. That is tremendous coverage by the cornerback there in Leonard.
So this will be 3rd down and 9.
He's on the other 49.
11-12. And what we got here?
We got a bit of a mix-up, perhaps. I don't know if somebody called timeout or if this is just an official's timeout. Well, the ball is at the 49-yard line.
Well, let's look at a replay before I get bored to death watching the referee. As what a play to start this third quarter from Goody. And the strike right in stride to Kistler. Man, he did not have the ankle, but made it for himself. What a great play from Kistler. Just like that, up by 9 points to start the third.
So many playmakers. And are they moving the ball back? We have a penalty. I didn't see a flag thrown there. Now they're calling ineligible downfield, I think. That's a very late decision.
There's been at least three. There's been at least 3 calls against Carroll that, for lack of a better term, I would call them phantom calls. There's just nothing there. But
pass to the sideline is complete to Morrison, lunging ahead, and he's about a yard short of the line to gain.
Yeah, but Becker, you see the arm strength right there from the sophomore, from this near side hash going all the way to that far sideline to make up third and about half a yard. That is an outstanding throw. He's just not a running quarterback. He can throw the ball.
So this will be 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. Blitz shown by the Spartans. They'll hand it off the right side. That's a first down, and that's Steely picking it up. Did he lose the football? No, he didn't. Nick Martin was signaling as if it was Homestead ball, but I don't think Steely ever lost control of that thing for a moment.
Watch this throw here from Becker. This near side hash whips it all the way across the field. And then the nice extra run there to make it 3rd and short, and then they converted.
Becker rolling to the left. Throws it across the middle, complete. Oh, and a big hit at the end of that thing. Cam Rogers.
Cam Rogers, that is just disrespectful. What a hit by the linebacker. That is awesome.
It goes for an 8-yard gain. That's the good news for Carroll. They give it straight up the middle. Carmody, and he's driven back, and that's Rogers again.
That had nowhere to go.
And he comes out of that pile. And, you know, these days one way you can recognize Cam Rogers is that big cast around his left hand. He's had that on his hand ever since the season started. I think that was a thumb injury, if I'm not mistaken. But is it any surprise that Cam Rogers is not going to let a thumb injury keep him out?
Well, that and he's around the ball carrier and the ball often. You're going to see his
number
quite a bit.
3rd down and 2. Becker looking for the quick release, incomplete. And that was Bowden Height going up for it with one hand. Now the Chargers are on the edge of field goal range here in a 2-possession game, but does not look like they're bringing out the field goal unit. These 52-yard field goals don't come easy at the high school level.
Snyder scores again to start the third, 35-7, and Northrop with the ball, and Northrop may answer it here. Long run from Cohen. Yeah, Northrop inside the red zone there, the third quarter.
That's a Northrop team that's got a lot of playmakers.
Yeah.
You mentioned Demarius Cowan. They got Jeremiah Green, Quaylen
Pettis, yep.
But here's 4th and 2. They fake the handoff. It's a lead play. Cut batting it upfield and getting the first down is Becker, and he gets inside the 20-yard line. And is that a late hit? There's the flag.
Another late hit, but the Homestead coaching staff is not happy on that far sideline. Wow.
Well, that's a big run already by Becker. Comes after he had already gotten the first down.
That was a great play call by Carroll, letting your playmaker do something out in space. He cut it up, and then a personal foul against Homestead, so move him up a little bit more as well.
That might move him inside the 10-yard line. I think it will. So it should be a 1st and goal, if I'm not mistaken, for Carroll. Yes, it will. I think they've got it at the 9-yard line. Becker rolling to his right, looks to throw to the end zone, incomplete. And I think that was Leighton Mitchell just trying to avoid the interception.
Yeah, Mitchell turning himself into a defender right there and making that pass deflection. He was looking for a call. Looked like maybe his left arm was being held down, but no call in the end zone. And it will bring up big second down here.
This will be 2nd and goal from the 9. So right now the back in the backfield is Brandon Wynn. And that might be offsides. This could be a free play. Becker cuts it upfield, though I did not see a flag. It looked like somebody jumped, but either way, they're going to let it go. And it's going to be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Might have gotten a yard, if that.
Yeah, 8:40 here. Another huge 3rd down for Carroll. They've been tremendous here tonight. Let's see what the play call is.
It's a big possession. Even if Carroll doesn't punch it into the end zone, a field goal would still make it a 1-possession game. You're down 9 as it stands. Becker gets some pressure, throws to the end zone, incomplete. He wanted that one-on-one matchup with Mitchell, and Mitchell wanted a flag, but it does not come. Trevor Horton will come on to kick the field goal on 3rd and goal from the 8. And this will be a 25-yard attempt. He's attempted 3 so far tonight. Bit of a high snap. The kick on its way. Good.
Martin's kick is good.
Carroll makes it a 1-possession game all over again, 21-15. Trevor Horton now 3 for 4 as we take a quick break on Summit City Sports.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led in a journey.
Welcome back, everybody, to Carroll High School. The Chargers pull within 6 against the Homestead Spartans. A good solid drive they just put together that results in 3 instead of 6. As Horton prepares to kick it away.
Great kick.
Taken from the 1-yard line. That's Fritsch. Caleb Fritsch to the outside, and he does not reach the 20-yard line.
Tackled by McGinnis.
McGinnis with the tackle.
Tough field position here to start their second drive of the quarter. But wasn't as bad as the last one. It went 72 yards with Goody and Kistler. Let's see what happens.
They got plenty of big play capability, the Spartans do. They got Kistler lining up to the left side of the formation this time. They got him lined up wide. He's on the field along with Jake Archbold and Cam Rogers. I believe lined up as the tight end. That's where Griffin Little is. They use him as a wide receiver. They use him as a tight end.
3 on the play clock.
They fake the handoff. Goody going downfield, has a man. Incomplete. It was underthrown a bit, and that's Steely who had the coverage.
Big play by Steely. Just underthrown that time from Goody. Archibald had a step or two on his defender. You put that out in front of him, and Jake Archibald was probably taking that the distance on back-to-back possessions. That would have been huge.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion on a play that Homestead nearly had for a big one. Homestead scored on their opening possession, but then Carroll responded with a stop. This time they do hand it off to Hardwick, and it's a short gain. He's pushed back by a host of Chargers. Got maybe 3 on the play.
Maybe 1, maybe. It's going to be about 3rd and 7 here at that. 3rd and 8. 7:45 in this third quarter. Big play here for this Carroll defense. Just down 6. They get the ball back. They're right in business.
No doubt about that. 1 possession game. If Carroll can get the ball back, they got a huge opportunity to perhaps take the lead. They fake the handoff. Goody running out of time. Eludes the pressure to the sideline. It's intercepted. Wow. It is intercepted by Ray Vollmer, and I believe a flag came flying in as well.
Vollmer, what a catch. And if that's not against Carroll, it's going to stand.
Well, we know what the Carroll sideline thinks. Personal foul against the Chargers, roughing the passer.
Wow, automatic first down. So it went from interception now to first down and a 15-yard penalty.
And Homestead now has the ball at the 35-yard line. As they motion guys to the near side of the field, now whistles blow. And do we get a timeout?
I think what Coach Dinan's asking is if we should get the ball, if it was way after the play, but that's my only thought, is that he thinks they should still have the interception count.
Well, yeah, that seems to be what he's arguing. Now, it was Ray Vollmer who had the interception, but taken away by the pass interference penalty.
Let's take a peek at that traction athletic performance replay as Goody scrambles out wide. You can't see the hit. It comes after the screen movement, but a great interception from Vollmer. And now the referee's over there talking to head coach Chad Zolman. So what's going to happen here? Update, though, at Wayne. Concordia up 23-16 over Wayne in the third quarter.
Now, one thing about that Concordia team is they've got a lot of playmakers at their disposal. Brandon Davis, he's a young quarterback, but he's a young quarterback with a lot of talent. Good arm, good touch on the ball.
Amir Drew, one of the best backs in the SAC. He's a junior as well. And remember, they're Class 3A. They're going to be a force, in my opinion, in the playoffs come the postseason.
Now, the ball was spotted at the 35-yard line. It has not moved since it was spotted.
Southside still up 8-7 in the third quarter over North. in the third quarter. Northrop down 42-14 in the third. But this is entirely way too long of a delay.
This discussion's still going on as to whether or not it should be Carroll ball or Homestead ball.
Running clock over there at Shields Field, Bishop Dwenger. It's 40-0. Just 1 minute left in that third quarter with that running clock due to the new mercy rule this year.
Bishop Dwenger's got a big game coming up next week. That's against Snyder. That's going to be at Spooler Stadium.
Of course, we'll be live from SummitCitySports.com. Here's the conversation with the white hat and head coach Dinan. But Dinan doesn't look like he's going to get his way on this call. But let's make a decision and move on here. 7:19 left in this third quarter, and let's play ball.
Well, now they're having to move some of the other coaches back as well. The ball has not been moved since it was spotted at the 35-yard line. It remains there. And again, if you're just joining us, we think what Dinan is arguing is that the interception happened before the roughing the passer foul occurred.
That's got to be it. So still no word from the white hat. We're going on a healthy delay here.
We got 7:19 left on the third quarter clock.
But you got to take control if you're an officiating crew, though, and just make a decision and go with it. As I'm surprised. I don't even know what to say.
I don't think I've seen an officiating decision take this long.
Never. And now they're still talking about it.
Right now it's the officials talking amongst themselves.
As they are still huddled.
The call on the field was either way a roughing the passer penalty. That's why the ball was moved up to the 35-yard line. That took away the interception, at least at this point. That was the call on the field that the interception would not stand. Obviously, we do not have instant replay in high school football, and even if we did, I don't think it would be much use.
Yeah, it was after. We'll take a look at it again. It was, it was almost simultaneously, it looks like to me, because the screen does move the frame, but maybe 1-2 steps and then hit by Seibel. I mean, it's bang, bang right there.
It's hard to tell, honestly, from watching the replay.
It's bang, bang. One thing is absolutely for certain, and that is number 23, Ray Vollmer, made one outstanding play. Also a basketball player. As this may be the best chant in all of high school sports.
Let's play football. That's what's being heard from, I think that was the Homestead crowd, but I don't think they're the only ones of that mindset at this point.
But this is absolutely insane. I mean, what's next? A call to New York?
Either a call to New York or a call to Indianapolis or a call to, I wouldn't want to venture a call to Washington, D.C. for something like this. Well, right now the Homestead players are walking toward the sideline. The Carroll players are already huddled up near their sideline.
So I wonder if we're going to put another 3 minutes on the clock so the players can warm back up.
We've almost had a halftime length break going on.
What an absolute joke.
Dinan trying to keep his players' heads in the right place.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Update from Southside. Southside inside the 10-yard line. They're up by 1 over Northside and looking to put it in the end zone. Of course, you can see that on SummitCitySports.com. So it's already been a kind of poorly officiated game, I would say. And to have this kind of delay over a decision, you just can't do it.
And right now the referee is explaining to the Homestead coaches what's going on.
Well, if it goes the same time he did explaining it to Coach Dinan, we're going to be here till Saturday afternoon.
Some of these kids already had to wait till Saturday afternoon last week just to play football. The Carroll kids had to deal with that over at Southside.
If he comes back over to talk to Coach Dinan, I may jump out of this press box. I may just jump out.
And it's still going to be Homestead ball when all's said and done. The officials just gave the signal. No, we've already had the discussion.
Yeah, you can't have any more explanations here. Let's play football.
At this point, what's done is done. Goody fakes the handoff. Looks to go downfield one-on-one, and it's incomplete. He had Kistler.
Yeah, just a step overthrown. Kistler full speed right off the line of scrimmage, but Goody just couldn't find him.
Kistler at 6'4". Goody put it where his guy could get it, and where he put it, no defender's going to be able to get it.
No, it was a good throw. Just a bit heavy.
Going to be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Homestead scored a touchdown on their first possession. Carroll got a field goal on their first. They faked the handoff to Hardwick. Goody running out of time, throws on the run, incomplete. I think that was Seibel who got the pressure.
It was, but that was number 61, Wes Stevens, who read that screen and blew up that screen pass. What a play by the defensive lineman, number 61, Wes Stevens.
Speaking of some of the matchups going on next week, this Carroll team will be on the road taking on Concordia. Homestead will be back home taking on Wayne, and I believe I saw that Southside just got a touchdown.
Yeah, beautiful throw and catch in the back of the end zone for Southside. They're up 14-7.
Goody rolling out, North. He's in trouble, steps up, throws it deep, one-on-one, and it is bobbled.
Whoa.
And did he catch that?
That's a catch.
My goodness, Jared Kistler. Are you kidding me with that?
Special. How about the throw from Goody as well?
There was a flag thrown at the end of the play.
And another roughing the passer?
Well, it was thrown in the secondary, so I don't think it was roughing the passer. Maybe pass interference.
No, there's one back here, Thad. He just picked up his flag that he threw in the backfield. So it's...
But heck of a night for Jared Kistler. He had the touchdown on the last possession, and then what a catch that was.
Great stuff. Great stuff. So the official is forgetting that this game is supposed to focus on the players. As another discussion.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're trying to figure out which penalty will be accepted and which one will be declined, or if both fouls decline. You usually don't see both fouls declined unless they're on opposing teams. There's the roughing the passer signal. That's going to be declined. And the pass interference will also be declined.
Roughing the passer and pass interference both declined. First down, Homestead.
I think that was Steely who had the coverage, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get a look. Nope, that's Bowden Height. Nope,
K. Dinan. K. Dinan, number 4. Southside gets the 2-point conversion. They're now up by 9 over Northside in that third quarter.
Luke Goody going out of the shotgun. He's got Hardwick right next to him. He hands it off. Hardwick around the outside. Can he get there? Touchdown!
And he limped into the end zone.
Braden Hardwick running after contact.
And this doesn't look good there as he limped all the way into the end zone.
He's got his teammates gathering around him.
And grabbed his hamstring immediately. Let's go to the Traction Athletic Performance replay. play, though, to take a peek at this Hardwick run. Bounces it wide, then cuts it in right there. And then does pull up lame and hold on to his right leg. Hopefully he's okay, but he's down in the end zone.
I hope that's not as serious as it looks. Braden Hardwick, he is a heck of an athlete. In the meantime, we'll take an injury timeout on SummitCitySports.com.
Yeah.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th.
Well, welcome back. It looked like Braden Hardwick was, he's getting some help as he walks off the field. He's walking partially under his own power, but getting a little bit of help as well. As Gunnar Fry comes on to attempt the extra point. Hardwick did get the touchdown, by the way. 27-19 is the score as it stands. The snap is down, and the kick is good. Well, the good news is they didn't need to bring out the stretcher. They didn't need to bring the ambulance in, or at least didn't appear that way. They were able to get Hardwick off the field. But we certainly hope that this is not anything long-term. Back after this.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
(28-15) after the Braden Hardwick touchdown, but there's a concern as to his health as to whether or not he'll be able to play in the weeks to come.
Yeah, he's a huge cog to that offense, no doubt about it. It's hard work, not only running the ball, but catching the ball out of the backfield.
Very short kickoff, fielded about the 20-yard line. That's Steely, and a good return out across the 40-yard line by Steely.
Great field position here for Carroll, down by 13, but plenty of time left. 6:44 left in this third quarter. Let's see what Becker can do to move this offense to cut down to this lead.
Well, Carroll has bent but is not broken in this game. They have been able to put together some solid drives even after being down early on as they remain down. Becker will go out of the shotgun on this, the second offensive possession of the second half for Carroll. Becker looks to throw, wants a downfield shot, has a man. Incomplete, a little beyond the reach of Englert. He had defenders around him, but it looked like he had just a little bit of space.
Yeah, Becker may have been, a little bit better holding on to that ball just another second to let that wide receiver get out a little bit, just overthrown a tad.
That's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Chargers. Handoff goes to Carmody, trying to get to the outside. Pursued well, breaks a tackle, and goes out of bounds across the 45.
Yeah, good stiff arm there to at least get a couple of yards for Carroll, but it's still going to be 3rd down and 7 here?
Yeah, 3rd and 7 it looks like. I think he went out at about the 47-yard line, which would have given him a 3-yard gain. And, yep, that's where they mark it. Coming up on 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Becker rolls to the right, gets some pressure, throws on the run. Oh, heck of a catch. Leighton Mitchell and a flag.
That is a next-level type catch right there from Mitchell. Hands right out in front of his face. Becker threw it on the money, and Mitchell snatches it out of the air. That is tremendous.
And now we await the call as we've got yet another discussion. We've had a few of these where they're spotting it. It's a 1st down. Probably looking at either a pass interference or a late hit. Trying to figure out how many yards to add on to the end of the play. It's a late hit. I think it should be 15. Oh, my. Defensive holding. Defensive holding on Homestead.
And honestly, Thad, I don't even believe what they're going to call. I've lost all kind of love and feeling for this officiating crew, no question.
Now are they saying that the penalty was declined? Or, nope, they're marking it at the 40, which would be a 5-yard penalty. Now it's at the 41-yard line. It's a 1st down. They marked the play at the 40. They marked him out at the 45. That's Carmody getting the handoff. He's down in the backfield. Cam Rogers with the tackle, and it was a good tackle by Rogers, but I'm pretty sure that would have added up to a 4-yard penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's an absolute enigma out here. But luckily we got a couple good football teams trying to battle out here. Let's just hope the Zebras don't get in the way the rest of the way through the next 17 and a half minutes of game time. And Concordia scores again. They're up by 7 and just put it in the end zone in that 4th quarter up over Wayne.
Becker fakes the handoff, looking for a downfield shot. He takes one. He's got a man. Incomplete. He had Morrison past the defender.
Looks like Morrison just kind of alligator armed it. Let's take a peek. The throw was special from Becker. Had his man beat. Did Tyler Morrison, but it didn't look like he stretched out all the way. Let's take another look. Yeah, just kind of pulled it back. Oh. So here it is, 3rd down, Thad.
3rd and 11. Carroll has been solid on these 3rd downs. Can they come through again? Here's Becker to throw. Going to the sideline, has a man there. Englert. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 11 to be specific. And are they about to spot that at the original line of scrimmage? That should have been 4th and 11. Where it's spotted now, it's 4th and 10, and then the other official just moved it.
The press box having a blast with this one.
It's a laugh fest up here. And the Chargers are going to go for it on 4th and 11.
But is it 4th and 11? 2 on the play clock. And timeout called by head coach Dinan.
I would imagine that's probably going to bring about a change in decision. 5:13 on the clock, and we'll take a quick break.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe.
4th and 11, the Chargers are going for it. Becker back to throw.
Has a man.
To the sideline, incomplete in the direction of Mitchell, and Homestead takes over on downs.
Big stop from the Homestead defense. 5:08 left, up by 13. They could really step on the throats here of Carroll if they could put it in the end zone.
Homestead will take over at their own 42-yard line. Did they move that ball to the 41 again? I think it's actually like the 41 and a half, if I'm not mistaken. The down marker's right. Goody audibles, or gets the play from the sideline, rather. Now he'll audible. Goody looks to throw. Pumps. Flushed. Going to throw on the run. He's got a man. It's caught. And that's Kistler. Down the sideline. Wrestled down inside the 20. They found him again.
Kistler, he is having a blast here tonight, isn't he?
He sure is. He's already got a touchdown pass, and it seems like it's a big gainer every time they throw his way.
Check out the replay. Goody, little pump fake near side, little shoulder shrug. Scrambles, nice lofted pass to Kistler, and then Kistler, once again, after the catch, doing things special.
Goody will get the call from the sideline again. So we got less than 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Handoff goes straight ahead. That's Tyler Burris in at running back. He's in for Braden Hardwick, who left the game presumably for the night.
Yeah, we wish him the best, of course, but it's about the postseason here. They want to win an SAC crown, but it's about the postseason and the run. So hopefully Hardwick's okay.
Yeah, he looked like he tweaked his ankle as he was running to the end zone. We'll give him credit for not quitting until he crossed the goal line. Goody, the screen to Rogers, gets a block. Down the sideline, Rogers inside the 5, stretching out. They're going to say he was down short. Or did he fumble the ball? Did it go through the end zone?
Should be a touchback. Fumbled before he came in the end zone, and then fumbles in to the end zone, goes out the back of it. Should be a touchback.
Well, he stretched the ball out. If there's any discussion, is as to they're going to say touchback. It's Carroll ball.
Yeah, but that's the right call.
That is a huge play for Carroll. It was just a question of when did the fumble occur, and they decide that it occurred short of the goal line.
Let's take a peek here. That late hit, yeah. That was close.
Definitely came out on the replay.
Let's see if we can slow it down for you.
I think it came out short.
I think it did as well.
I think it was about a yard or two back as Carroll sets up from their own 20-yard line. He rolls to the right, gets some pressure, forward shovel pass to Bransfield, and he's pushed back. And that's Luke Palmer in on the tackle for the Spartans.
Tackle by Martin. Second down.
Fourth quarter, Concordia up 29-16 over Wayne, Thad.
Concordia trying to get to 3-4 on the season. They'll play Carroll next week over at Zollner Stadium. Becker in a tight window trying to get it to Mitchell. And it's incomplete. Another third down coming up.
Third down.
Carroll has made a living on third downs. Can they come through again here on 3rd and 8? Blitz shown by the Spartans. Down the sidelines goes Becker. Incomplete. A very catchable ball for Leighton Mitchell.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Almost nearly got it. Will be incomplete. And 4th and 9 here. 8 for the Chargers. They got to punt it.
Down 2 scores. You still got a whole nother quarter left to play, though. And if Carroll's defense can come through here, they're still very much in this ball game.
4th quarter from Southside. They're up 16-10 over North. Looking for their 2nd win of the season.
It was 2 weeks ago when Southside defeated Wayne, got their first victory since 2017. Did his leg get hit? Meanwhile, the punt is fielded by Archbold. He breaks a tackle, goes down inside the 45. I don't see a flag back there. I think that would have been running into the kicker, if anything.
Yeah, it was 4th and 10 or 4th and 8, so it would have been fine anyway. But 1st and 10 here for Homestead. They can put the game away here, in my opinion.
Great field position for the Spartans. Still another quarter left to be played, though. Luke Goody, the leading passer in the SAC. He's got 2 touchdown passes, one to Jake Archbold, one to Jared Kistler. And now Goody looks to throw. Down the seam, it's caught by Archbold. Archbold in stride. He is gone. His 2nd touchdown of the game of the receiving variety. Third
That's
overall.
His 3rd touchdown, Thad. His 3rd touchdown. Ran the first one in, then the catching, and then this one.
Like I said, 2nd of the receiving variety.
Gotcha. What a play. Archbold taking it the distance.
And Luke Goody with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as Gunnar Fry comes on to try and add on the extra point. And just one play, that was all it took to get the Spartans into the end zone. Snap is down. Fry's kick on the way. It's good.
Fry's kick is good.
So Homestead leads at 35-15. We'll take another look at the touchdown.
Goody. Archbold gets a great block and then cuts it right upfield. Goes through that arm tackle and in for the score. Archbold, 3rd touchdown of the game.
Jake Archbold, the former quarterback. He split time with Luke Goody at the quarterback position a year ago. And, of course, even while doing that, Archbold was still playing the role of slot receiver as well as safety, a couple of positions that he still plays today. He's one of those do-it-all players, a kind of player that I got to see a couple weeks ago when I did Southside's game against Wayne. Trevor Hapner made plays on offense, made plays on defense, made plays on special teams. He started out that game with a successful onside kick. So Gunnar Fry will kick this thing away. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And does Carroll have an answer? Down 3 scores with still a whole nother quarter and change left to play. It's fielded at the 9-yard line. And a lateral back to Steely. He stumbled a bit and then goes down. Actually, I think that was Valdez who took that one. Jorge Valdez, number 8. That was a risky play. I think that was Volmer who threw it back to him.
Now you got to do something here. You got to shake it up. You got to do something here if you're Carroll. Because right now, down 20 in a huge hole against Sparty.
Jeff Becker will go from the shotgun. Obviously, this isn't the point of the game where you're going to see the starters getting pulled just yet. Carroll's not out of this thing. They fake the handoff. Becker going for the slant, and a little bit strong there in the direction of Mitchell. Cole Etchison with a hit at the end. No flag. It was definitely not a hard hit.
Mitchell, though, you see how good he is. Right off the line of scrimmage, he gets separation on that little post. He's a great wide receiver here in Fort Wayne.
They've got him one-on-one against Donovan Leonard. They fake the handoff here. It's a read option as Becker takes it ahead to about the 27-yard line, a gain of 2.
Yeah, Martin was there. Becker spun out of it, but then cleaned up and helped by the rest of his Spartans club.
Matt Miller in on the tackle. Miller was the Spartans leader in sacks coming into this game with 4. Becker looks to throw. Has time, running out of time. And he's collared down. Is that going to be a horse collar? There come a couple of flags, and that's going to be an automatic first down. Oh, the way he was grabbed, you could see those flags coming.
Yeah, that's about as clear as it gets right there. That's going to be 15 yards.
Horse collar tackle on Homestead.
They're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, which was the 20-yard line. That's 15 yards right to the 35-yard line.
This might be a record of unsportsmanlikes and just 15-yard penalties, personal fouls in general.
And now the chains will move. Automatic first down on the 15-yard penalty. Here's Becker to throw. Sets up the screen to Carmody. Gets a block out in front, a couple of them, and he's got enough for the first down, out of bounds at about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. A good run after the catch by Carmody.
Yeah, took it right down this sideline, moving the chains, keeps the drive alive. 2:06 left in this third. And Carroll, they not over it, not out of it yet here. Just need to score, but need to score quickly.
Carmody remains the lone back next to Becker. They bring some pressure, but it's Carmody getting the handoff, trying to fight through tacklers, and he gets a hard-earned 3 yards out of that.
Yeah, that was a great cut in the backfield there to blow that up, or that was looking at a tackle for a loss all over it, but great cut to at least gain 1.
3 down for the Spartans. Spartans play the 3-3 stack defense, so even with 3 down, you'll see a lot of pressure looks. Becker rolling to his right. He'll get what he can. Oh, he took a shot, and there's a flag. Rogers can't believe it. It was awful close.
That's helmet to helmet. Let's take a look at that hit here, Thad, on this near sideline. Rogers came over and didn't lead with the head helmet, it looked like. It just, yeah, I mean, that's.
Well, that looks like a blow from the shoulder.
That did look that way on the replay.
And they've just tossed him. They've tossed him. So Cam Rogers gets ejected from the game. It looked like he was leading with the shoulder there, but they eject him from the game. Cam Rogers is a tough football player.
So pretty exciting third quarter.
I believe Rogers is still on the field, but now he's going off. I don't know. He was only talking to his teammates there.
Yeah, he was.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 as they spot it 15 yards from the spot of the foul, which puts the ball at the 34-yard line. Give to Carmody straight ahead. Breaks through. Good gain there on first down. He gets up to the 27-yard line.
Another great cut by Carmody. He's making those nice little subtle cuts in tight spaces and getting those extra yards.
Carmody's having a nice night stepping in for Evan Harris. Again, he's on the sideline in street clothes.
Yeah, Carmody, 5'9". He's just a sophomore.
Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. They fake the handoff. Becker running out of time, and down he goes behind the line trying to escape. Bryce Raber was the first to make contact. Matt Miller, I think, was one of the guys who came in and cleaned it up.
Yeah, looking for that little screen to the wide receiver out wide. Wasn't there, and Becker had nowhere to go, swallowed up, and we're under 35 seconds. Clock is rolling here, third down for Carroll.
And Carroll now starts to get some extra guys onto the field. Get some subs onto the field. Becker under center. He will hand it off. That's Hunter Mertz, and he did not get there.
No, he's going to be a couple yards shy, I think. About a yard shy.
Needed to get just across the 25 to move the chains. They're marking it at the 26, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
And the longest third quarter in the history of the Summit Athletic Conference, I believe, Thad.
I can't imagine there's been a longer one, but we'll be back for the fourth after this on SummitCitySports.com.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
Start of the fourth quarter here on SummitCitySports.com. This is 4th and 1. Handoff to Mertz, and he's got the first down. Hunter Mertz inside the 20-yard line, and the drive continues for Carroll. Thad Goff, Tim Atkinson bringing you the broadcast here on SummitCitySports.com. Also got Pat Reith running camera for us. And Becker will go under center. Becker fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks to throw. Now he'll take off and get what he can, and he goes out of bounds with a gain of a couple of yards.
Chased out of bounds by Leonard. Second down.
It was Donovan Leonard who chased him out. Like he got about 2 on the carry. Homestead outscored Carroll 21-3 there in the third quarter. A couple of touchdown passes from Luke Goody, a touchdown run by Braden Hardwick, but Hardwick appeared to injure his ankle when he scored that touchdown. As Becker rolls to his left, throws on the run to the sideline. It's caught, and there's Tyler Morrison, a 6'2" receiver. We wondered if we would see him get involved, but we do have a flag down on the play. And we'll get a discussion for this. And if you're just joining us, we've had a lot of these, but this play's coming back. Holding is the call. Well, that was a huge completion that Carroll needed, but it goes away. 35-15 is your score. Carroll has moved the ball well throughout this game. Becker has been on time with his receivers. They found a way to run the ball even with Evan Harris unavailable tonight. But the Chargers, for the most part, have struggled to find the end zone. Becker fakes the handoff. Going to throw back down the sideline. He's got a man in the end zone. And the catch is not made.
Just knocked away at the last minute there by number 20 for Homestead. Malik Mickens, the senior, held with them. Good ball thrown by Becker, but a good defensive wipe away.
It was intended for Mason Englert to now Englert a little slow to get up. As the training staff heads over to tend to him. And we're going to get another injury timeout here. Be right back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne.
Welcome back. The injury happened on Englert's own sideline, so they just get him over to the sideline with the rest of his teammates. And they've spotted the ball again. 3rd and 20. This is the longest third down for the Chargers tonight. They've been successful on third down, though, as Becker fakes the handoff, looks to throw, going to the end zone. 2 defenders there, and it's incomplete. He had Mitchell, and got Mitchell in good position, but couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, throw that in double coverage. That was kind of a hope and a prayer there for Becker.
And now down 3 scores, rather. You got to believe that the Chargers are going for this. It's 4th and 20, but they need a play here. They need to get the ball into the end zone. Carmody will be the lone back. 3 wide receivers plus the tight end Bransfield. Play clock down to 6. But now they just reset the play clock. Becker against a 3-man rush. Late pressure, and Becker goes down.
Great coverage by the secondary.
Luke Palmer with the sack.
Secondary and covered sack. That was covered sack. That will force a turnover on downs, and Homestead will take over. I'm sure they're going to put it down on the ground here to get this clock rolling.
Well, for a good chunk of this game, Carroll had been solid on third downs. But late in the ball game, unable to get the ball in the end zone. And now the Spartans take over. They've got some of the starters still in there. Obviously, Braden Hardwick, his night is presumably done. They hand this one off straight ahead. That's Tyler Burris. And he's spelling Braden Hardwick right now, at least for the remainder of the night. We hope it's not much longer that Hardwick is out. Kistler and Archbold are still in the game at wide receiver.
And the final from Shields Fields is Bishop Dwenger does defeat Lewis 47-0.
They'll motion Little to the far side of the field. Handoff goes to Burris again, trying to bounce off a tackler, and Burris is going to have the first down.
Moving the chains.
Well, with running like that, if Hardwick does come back, we may see a little bit of a 1-2 punch from these Spartans.
10.5 left in the game. It's pretty much in control here for Homestead. Try to milk this time out.
That was a must-have drive for the Chargers. Shotgun for Goody. He hands it off to Burris as Burris tries to push his way forward for a couple. Tackle, I believe, was made there by number 32 for Carroll. That is Liam Ottenweller. Liam Ottenweller, a sophomore. As Goody gets the call from the sideline. Well, Homestead will go back home next week to take on Wayne, and Carroll goes on the road to meet Concordia. That's Sam Scavo going in motion, and they hand it off to him on the jet sweep, and he is driven back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good pursuit on that ball for the Carroll defense. And it's going to be about a loss of 1 on that play, Thad.
I believe Sam Scavo had a 100-yard game in the opener against Northrop. And we've got less than 9 minutes to go as Homestead tries to ice this thing away and go to 7-0 on the season. Their visiting crowd has the cell phones lit. Throw to the sideline, pass is caught, and I think that was Scavo again. Nope, that was Griffin Little. I think
Good
that's Little's
catch.
first catch of the game.
I think it is. He may have had one other completion, but, yeah, he's been quiet here against these Chargers here, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Up 20, 8:40 to go, and they're looking to stay undefeated here as the Sparties.
Had a ball thrown his way that he would normally have caught, but in this case dropped. That was back in the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you're right.
Handoff goes to Burris, and it's about a 2-yard gain on the carry for him.
Grabbed by Stevens.
Was Stevens there on the tackle?
Second down.
As this Homestead team can beat you with so many different playmakers. We've seen it from Jared Kistler early in the game. You saw it on the end around to Jake Archbold and how he's been able to affect things as a receiver as well.
Yep, Hardwick was special. The all-around offense is just, they're absolutely loaded. His head coach, Chad Zolman, this Spartans.
They fake the handoff, short throw to Goody. He's got the first down. Still battling Luke Goody down to the 27-yard line.
And they'll move the chains once again. Little so hard to bring down once he gets some full momentum going. First and 10, 7.5 left in this ball game.
Don't let his name fool you. He's not a little guy.
No, not at all.
Little's one of 2 wide receivers on this team who stands over 6 feet tall. The other one being Jared Kistler. Kistler at 6'4", Little about 6'3", as he lines up to the left side of the field. They hand it off to Burris, cuts it upfield, still battling across the line, and he gets across the 20-yard line.
7 minutes left. Cannot go quick enough here.
We had a long third quarter if you're just joining us.
I heard them say it was 82 minutes was the third quarter. 82 real-time
total.
82 real-time minutes.
That may be the longest third quarter in the history of football. Whether in the SAC, the state of Indiana, or the United States of America. Burris, he got drilled, but Goody kept it, and he pitches it back to Scavo, cuts it to the inside. He's gone. Check that. I think that is Archbold. You might be right.
Number 3, Jake Archibald.
Archibald with his 4th touchdown of the game. Are you kidding me?
What a night for Jake Archbold. 2 receiving touchdowns, and I think that was a lateral, so that would go as a run play. Get a better look at it here on this Traction AP replay.
Yeah, that's a lateral. Looks like a lateral. But took it the distance. He is special when he gets that ball in his hands, no doubt. That was from, 19 yards out?
I think you're right. So the extra point coming up by Fry. 41-15 is the score. Jake Archbold on to hold. And the kick is good. Jake Archbold does just about everything. He used to be a quarterback for Homestead. But Homestead, on a 9-play drive, leads it 42-0. Speaking of Homestead, their girls' golf team is in the state tournament this weekend. They played today. They'll play the second round tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, last I checked, Homestead had the best team score. There's a lot of great athletic programs here for Homestead High School. There's a lot of great athletic programs here at Carroll High School as well.
Absolutely.
In fact, both boys basketball programs, I believe, have very experienced head coaches. Chris Johnson, the head coach at Homestead, and Marty Beasley, the head coach at Carroll. As Homestead gets set to kick it away. Fry set to kick it deep. With 6:21 to go. He angled it to the sideline, and that goes out of bounds. So they'll bring it out to the 35-yard line. All Ray Vollmer had to do there was just let that thing go out of bounds, and Carroll's going to have good field position. So we'll see if it doesn't look like Jeff Becker is going to be coming back in. I think his night is done with the 27-point deficit.
Yeah, there's no reason to risk anything here. He's got a bright, bright future.
Logan Swain will come in at quarterback. He's number 13, a 6'2 junior. They hand it off the left side, and that's Carmody again. He's gotten a heavy load tonight with Evan Harris on the shelf. It was Mark Deely who made the tackle there. Second down and 9. 42-15, Homestead with the lead. They have led all the way through, though Carroll kept it close in the first half. Responded after giving up some scores. Defense made some big plays, but in the end, Homestead able to pull away. There's another run by Carmody, and he's wrestled back. Nick Martin in on that tackle for the Spartans, along with a host of others.
Yeah, Homestead once again just flexing their strength here tonight. Carroll, outstanding first half. I mean, we went into the break at halftime. Carroll just down 2. And then first play of the third quarter, 72 yards. Goody to Kistler. And Homestead has not looked back since.
They send 3. Swain throws to the sideline. The pass is caught. Going to be short of the first down, though. I think that was Valdez with the catch. And now we'll see the punt team come on. Yeah, it's going to be Trevor Horton out to punt it away. I'm not sure he's punted since the first possession of the game when Carroll went 3 and out.
I think you're right.
Carroll goes to Concordia next week. Homestead hosts Wayne. Fair catch signaled and made at the 27-yard line by Archbold.
So Homestead, they have the victory bell in their sights. They just got to close it out these last 2 weeks in the first Summit Athletic Conference crown for head coach Chad Zolman.
This isn't in play yet, but they, of course, would have the tiebreaker over Dwenger and Snyder, them beating both of those teams.
Homestead is just too good this year. I don't see them getting beat in the regular season.
And, of course, either Dwenger or Snyder is going to suffer their second loss next week as those two teams face off at Spooler Stadium. They hand it off. That's Burris going down right at the – check that. That is number 32 for Homestead, and that is Matt Sharev.
Matt Sharev on the carry.
And I believe that's Grady Swing in at quarterback. It is. Swing, a sophomore.
Second down.
At 6'2".
Update from Southside. Northside scores late in the fourth quarter, now up 17-16 over South. I believe that's the first lead for Northside.
They go with that jet sweep again. That's Gage Sparrow. And a flag comes in at the end of the play.
I don't know about you, but I am just shocked that a flag is thrown.
We've had a few of those if you're just joining us.
I counted them, Thad. There was 136.
I wouldn't be surprised if that were accurate.
Oh, my.
They got a face mask against Carroll.
Why not? One last one for the road. Don't forget our soccer sectional coverage starts on Monday. We'll be live at New Haven High School.
Swing operating from the shotgun. Three and a half minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. That's Caleb Frisch, and he gets the handoff on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and more. Frisch out to the 45-yard line in Carroll territory.
Pulled out of bounds by number 32, Liam Ottenwell. First down, Homestead.
So the backups starting to play a role. Caleb Frisch, we've seen him on punt returns. He's a 6'2", a 5'7" senior, listed as a slot receiver. Grady Swing has yet to throw a pass. He'll hand this one off again, and there's another good run. Matt Sharev, and players go down at the end. There's another flag.
Penalty markers on the play.
That was Jordan Patterson. Went down at the end of it. They're going to call it a personal foul against the Spartans.
So that left forearm for the White Hat's going to be a little bruised up after tonight.
Tossed the laundry around a number of times.
That and the amount of personal foul signage he's given us.
We've had one ejection tonight.
2:48 on the clock.
As right now, we can see the parking lot from here. There are a bunch of cars leaving already. Swing, now he'll throw his first pass of the game, and it's a screen that is Maddox Flow.
Are you
and
kidding me?
Flag thrown at the 45-yard line.
If this is a holding call, there is 2:30 left, and there's been back-to-back calls.
It's illegal use of hands.
Gosh.
It was either illegal. I think it was actually a legal block in the back.
You don't like to throw the adjective around the worst, but I'll leave it at that.
And I beg your pardon, I want to correct myself. That was actually Ethan Chambers who caught that pass. Maddox Flow plays for Carroll. He's number 28 for Carroll. Ethan Chambers, number 28 for Homestead. Now swing to throw. Floats one downfield, and it's caught! There was a flag thrown, but a heck of a catch that was, and I believe that was Chambers again.
Number 28, Ethan Chambers, penalty marker on the play.
Ethan Chambers at 5'11". Did not look 5'11" on that play, as the officials now sort out this penalty, which is probably going to be pass interference.
And will also take about 5 minutes to figure out.
They're going to decline it.
Carroll, decline. First down, Homestead.
Now they declined it, even though the down markers show that this should be
correction, second down.
Second down and 9.
That way you give your players some stats. Stats count if you decline it.
And plus you're up by 27. How much do you really need the automatic first down?
About as much as a flag being thrown.
Swing to throw. Goes to the sideline. Pass is caught near the marker.
Maybe just about a half yard shy of that.
And they're going to mark it back at the 37. It was Larman who made the catch. Colton Larman, number 13. And yes, it will be 3rd and 1. And now another flag. The only thing I can think of here is that somebody jumped off sides.
It did. The defense there had to be thrown on that one.
So that gives them a first down. Called the penalty on number 67, although there's not a 67 on Carroll's roster, but now Homestead will just take a knee as Swing lines up in the victory formation.
I think they'll have to run one more.
They just reset the play clock. Seemed like that was a little late reset of the play clock. There's another victory formation, and Swing takes a knee one more time. And I think that'll be the last of it, as now the two teams head to midfield to shake each other's hands. Homestead is the winner, 42-15 over Carroll.
Yeah, what a game there, Thad. Homestead stays unbeaten, and their eyes on the prize here for Victory Bell.
We'll be back here in just a moment to wrap things up here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Welcome back, everyone, to Carroll High School. Homestead beats Carroll 42-15, and they go to 7-0 on the season. They win another big game, and that's something that Homestead has been no stranger to. Already wins over both Dwenger and Snyder in back-to-back weeks, and now they add to it by coming on the road and knocking off Carroll. And in fairly convincing fashion, even though Carroll was able to stay with them, especially in the first half.
Yeah, Homestead is just too much. I mean, they're too good. They're a team of destiny here in the SSAC in the 2019 season. Good game by Carroll, but as I mentioned, Homestead just too much.
Got a lot of different playmakers involved. Jake Archibald, a couple of touchdowns. Jared Kistler, a couple of big plays. He scored a touchdown. And Braden Hardwick, we certainly hope he's okay. Obviously, who's going to miss the rest of the game tonight. We certainly hope that this is not a long-lasting injury that he suffered. It was on a touchdown that he scored. It was an ankle injury. It appeared to be, at least, and just hobbled into the end zone. We certainly hope he's okay.
Yeah, they're going to need him, especially in sectionals, a loaded 6A sectionals here, which will have Snyder, Carroll, and Homestead all in the same sectional. So, yeah, they're going to need him. Hopefully he's okay.
Carroll, they fought, they scrapped, they clawed, but it wasn't enough in the end. Now, obviously, where they go from here is they go to Concordia and try to lock up at least a 500-plus finish. That'd be their 5th win on the season if they get that one.
Yeah, it's away from them now. They just got to close out with some momentum and hopefully steal 1 or 2 in the postseason for Carroll. But, yeah, Homestead the favorite here in 6A, no question. They've beaten everybody put in front of them.
Well, we'll get one last word in from our sponsors before we say goodbye for the night. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Ackee Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Ackee Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican restaurant has been serving food consistently since 1973. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on Anderson to provide you with a system and solution that fit your unique needs. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. Parkview is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Again, the final score, Homestead wins at 42-15 over Carroll. They go to 7-0 on the season. They host Wayne next week. Carroll goes to 4-3 on the season. They go to Concordia next week. For Tim Atkinson, Pat Reith, and our entire crew, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Carroll High School. You've been watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Ackee Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Ackee Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Entrust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.